Listen, proudly sponsoring the Health and Wealth podcast as well, my brother Cash. Let's go, come down here and keep your eye on the podcast, guys. We're going to have some mad content coming soon.
Welcome to episode 3 of Health and Wealth. Yes. What's going on, boys?
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
Proudly sponsored by Project Gains Apparel. Proudly sponsored by Abra's Barbecue House. And now brought to you live on Spotify, Amazon, and soon Apple Podcasts. We're making moves. It's going well. How do you all feel about that?
Very good. Feel good, mate. Need a line now. How do you feel about it, Timmy?
Oh, feeling electric, nigga. We're getting paid, brother. Speaking my language, brother.
Like we need it? No, I'm playing.
Shop Project Gains GMP10. Use that promotion code because whatever we have, whatever we receive from that is going to go to charity. We're going to do a little something, me and the Health and Wealth crew. Like buy blankets for the homeless in winter and shit like that. But not to say too much because I don't like people that publicise shit like that.
Tell me about it.
Bro,
so many people, like influencers are known for that, like in the world, bro. They're like, oh yeah, are you hungry?
Shits me, bro.
Just for the content, eh?
But they got cracker views, bro.
Yeah, but you know,
so I'm thinking, fuck, should we do it?
But you know, like me and these guys have always been doing that, bro. We'll talk from like a young age to always help to
and you know one thing about my brother, he's always had a heart for those people. You know those guys that come by and they fall, I can have $1, this and that. And then we'll go give them like money and shit. Me personally, I won't give them money. I'll ask them what they want and I'll try to buy for them. Like, you know, give me $10 or what do you want it for? I want to buy something. They go, let's go buy something. Nah, bro, give me the money. I'm like, fuck off.
This guy's going to get on, man. He's fucking going to get on. You know, sometimes everyone I'm with as well, like I just, whatever coins or loose notes, I got to give it to him, bro. Because you know what? You know, every time I get done or go to court for some charge, I always think back to those times. I'm like, God always gets me through, bro.
How many times you got saved like that, eh? You know, when someone does something random out of the blue, you're like, fuck, thank God.
Like so many times, all these charges that I beat, I reckon it was because of that, bro. God always looking out for me, like, looking after him.
Well, they say homeless are God's people, right?
100.
Yeah. Listen, I thought we'd start the episode off with a new segment.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna call it Comments with Cash.
Oh, whatever you want.
So I
don't see the reason why. They're a bunch of fuckwits.
I know.
Anyone that has a negative comment, like you just thinking about the wrong shit.
100%. You know, one thing that irritates me as well.
Yeah.
Everyone is so surface level with their thinking, with their frame of mind. They're not critical thinkers. But I remember one comment my brother told me, turn the TV off in the background. You know what, brother? We made it in full form for you, brother. Like, bro, relax, man. Listen to the content. If you don't like it, fuck off.
Bro, you know, that motherfucker, I swear to God, it sounds like one of those blokes that bats to porn with his eyes closed and just listens to the sounds because he's scared. He doesn't like the way the fucking screen protector looks. You little wanker. He just closes. Oh, you can hear. The data crusher. The data crusher.
Crushing dad, mummy's data.
No. All right, you ready? I'm
Comments with Cash, bro. Let's go.
Comments with Cash. So there's some positive, there's some negative. I'm just gonna read them off at random.
Yeah.
You guys are crack up. Keep doing your thing, fellas. This one's deep. You ready? I agree with your brother when he said the man leads his family and creates the dynamic in a family. Ooh. A man who loves God will lead his family in his faith.
100%.
And not all women, but naturally most women follow their husbands, lead into his faith and down to their children. So you got some recognition for your
bars.
Yeah, bars, nigga. For your
bars.
There's something real genuine about this potty.
Yeah.
100%. Hey, one thing we take to the grave, bro, I swear on this podcast is everything's But there's no what is it? There's no holding back, bro.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And free speech.
Like everything's authentic on here. Like we don't a lot of people sit there. The difference between our podcast and other ones, we don't have to be in character.
Bro, 100%. Sorry.
Because the way I used to, bro, this is the same message we've always been preaching, like just in life outside the podcast. You know what I mean? The last time you see me, I was trolling everyone, but there was a message behind it. It was just the way I articulated the message was a bit passive aggressive, but it remains the same, and we don't lie. Everyone's Mo's Mo, Timmy's Timmy, I'm me.
100%. Facts.
If you don't like it, then bend over. Send your missus.
Sign DeMarco.
Send your missus mate now,
This guy said still flogging women, and you replied, "Yeah, bro, always."
Yeah, fuck it off.
No way.
I beat the shit out of these bitches. Disrespect me, I'll slap you.
Never hit a woman, but we'll hit a bitch.
I've never hit a woman, but I smack a bitch.
Have you seen that?
We'll get into. So we'll get into That'll get answered later on in the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, but have you seen how big these island motherfuckers are?
Yeah, hard. These women are butchers.
Some of them are bigger than me, like. Brother.
Nah, shout out to the Pacific Islanders, bro.
Hard.
Yeah. I love being Tongan, but I hate Tongans. Sorry, boys. Nah, I'm playing.
My N-word, Cash, respect the fucking transparency and authenticity in the way you respond. Much love. There's a lot of positive ones. Here we go. The TV playing in the background is very distracting.
Yeah,
Please turn it off for next episode.
Then close your eyes then, cunt. Bro, you cunts, like these cunts, like they just, it's like everyone, bro. They just focus on the wrong shit. Sit there and receive the game and the message, like. If you can't see past that, then you must be going to war in your head.
100%, man. Like, what frame of mind do you have to be in to like look at surface area shit?
Guys, I don't
What's wrong with you? It's like you go to a movie and you're watching the back of the chair.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Bars. Fucking hell.
Bro, these ones are religious.
Huh?
These ones are Muslim haters. Over
Yeah.
here.
Oh my
brother.
God, here we go.
You know who the biggest hypocrites are? The lads in prison. They see a pedophile and they.
And as a Christian, no, yeah. That's a Tongan.
What does that mean?
That's a Tongan swear word.
Yeah, yeah.
Then
They're
they
saying
go
the
back to their cell and open their
You
book.
actually said it right.
They're saying to kick the shit out of you, huh?
Yeah, you actually said it all right. Bro. That's why I laughed.
Hey, no. With that, like, obviously, that's coming from a Christian because we're Christians, like. But who are you to judge?
But I don't get it. Well, why be like? It's not racist, is it? What's the word for when you're being anti-religious?
Like a lot of
Anti-Semitic.
Isn't that just for Jews?
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
a lot of my people that they don't like the Arabs. Like, they don't like it because they've had everything in life, and that's probably motivated behind it. So one of the only negative things they can say about the Lebos is you gang up and bash people, or Muhammad married a 9-year-old. Like that's all I can say.
So what are you saying? They're jealous because they have nothing.
They're just jealous because your standing in life is higher. They feel like that.
So get off your fucking ass and go do something about it, you pussy, bro. Why do you have to bring religion into it?
No, so they feel like your standing in life is higher than theirs. That's the only reason I can come up with. But that's a legit reason.
I don't understand. Like, all right, I don't.
Because a lot of my people are hateful, bro. They're just hateful people.
Very hateful, very spiteful, bro. I hate to say that about my people, but
they blast my comment section on TikTok, bro.
Man.
Look, I'm not saying Lebos are the best people in the world, but I just don't see the reason to spread hate like that. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you gotta go on TikTok. Let's see my comment section there.
That shit, bro.
TikTok is like you really got nothing going for you if you're a man and you log into and go straight to the comment section, bro.
Yeah,
like imagine the mentality behind it. You got to go on your phone, go log in, and if you get blocked, you got to go make another email, another fucking this and that. Log back in, go on the fucking comment section and write. You're not a man, cuz. Straight up, you're not a man.
You should be working, lad. That's
like
fans,
if you're showing support, fans is one thing, bro. That's positive energy, lad. But to go there and be hateful, you gotta like fucking think about it. It's like a woman accepting sex, lad. You gotta sit there and think about it. This fucking dog said that, this, that, and then log in, bro. You're fucking female, like you're bitch.
It's only been like 5 minutes. We have like 6 bars.
Down to Marco.
Oh fuck, man, I just love to talk shit, bro.
Get this kid off the podcast now. Can't watch 10 minutes without cringing and turning it off.
Yeah, then close your eyes, block your ears, and finger your ass.
All right, bro.
But I don't understand why.
All right, bro. It's it's all good. I'm sitting here. You're sitting at home. Let's just remember that, lad. Just remember that, lad.
Yeah,
you're sitting on your fucking ass.
Guys, exactly what Timmy said. It shows the level of intelligence of people. That that a little kid that's 22, 23 can distract you into not receiving any sort of game. Like,
Imagine being a bum. Imagine being a bum. I don't know. I couldn't relate, but fuck, you do you, brother.
Yeah, hard.
Fuck me.
Anyway, let's move on from these comments. Shout out to our supporters that comment every week and show support and love. Fucking, we really got love for you guys. Hey, if you've got any questions or anything you want us to discuss on the podcast, message the Health and Wealth podcast, the actual page on Instagram, or
the YouTube,
or comment on the YouTube. Because I always reply to the comments. I'm petty like that.
Yeah, fuck, bro. We read all of them.
And on the potty.
I'm just like that, bro. I just sit there, just pulling the screen down, the load. Go. Anyone comment? Yeah. I'm just petty, lad. I'm fucking petty.
Me, I can't copy.
The social.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even bother. Like, I just see the potty is uploaded, and I just let everyone else.
Yeah,
just fight amongst themselves.
I'm always like, bro, he's not reacting to nothing. I'm like, he just leaves it.
Bro, I read every single letter of every comment.
I'm petty, you know.
Except that, what the fuck was that long one, bro? Did you see it? It was like a whole fucking essay.
He always shows support. Shout out to him.
That's crazy.
That's another negative.
No, not negative. It's like a lot of effort, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, there was a long. Is it the long one?
Yeah, bro.
No, the long one guy. I think he was telling his whole life story. He just had a hard life, lad.
That's crazy.
I
had
read
to
it.
sit down with
I
a
read it,
couple.
but I just gave him some words of encouragement and then just keep it pushing.
Bro, bro, it was so long. I had to sit down with
I
a
remember
drink
you
to read
talking
it.
about it, yeah.
It's crazy.
But I don't bother.
No,
bother
but that's what we're doing. We're trying to trigger.
No, I didn't mean
Critical
nothing
thinking,
negative
like,
about it.
yeah.
I was just like, bro, that's a big
Yeah.
comment. I was shocked when I saw it. I thought it was one of those AI spam things.
No,
And then I read it, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's courage to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, hard. Like,
And hey, we encourage that.
the nigga bared his soul on the whole fucking
Fucking
thing.
oath, bro. Hard on his sleeve, lad.
making an impact, but
Bro, we encourage that, but because that's
Yeah.
why we're doing it. It's to
Bro,
improve
100%, bro.
the men and women
100%.
around the world.
And bro, like one thing of social media these days, bro, they've given everything on a platter. This is
Yeah.
my belief. So you can't think for yourself. Everything's been given to you. All information,
No
all your
original
opinions,
thoughts, huh?
all your opinions, everything. Nothing, no originality.
Yeah, yeah.
And what we want to try to do is like fucking think for yourself. Spark that little, that have that little
Right.
interest about you, for you to have that own mindset, for you to think for yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Like also to add
that's
to
why the
that.
comments don't bother me.
Also to add to that, like all the information is available online. For you to be dumb in this day and age, you got to be one ignorant motherfucker. You want to, brother, like you want to be, like you actually want to be a rapper when there's that much information. If I would go back to school, I would have been a fucking lawyer, like a lawyer or architect.
I would have been a psychologist, like.
Yeah, 100%. Lawyer, I would have been a lawyer or architect, bro. Like I'm sitting there, like if you're gonna, because like I've threw away my life for fucking. Just dumb shit. Like I put my mother and father through a lot of heartache. If I would go back and do it again, I would have done. I would have stayed in school, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Hey, that's
Message
a big,
to the
that's
youth.
a big fucking gem, bro. To your young kids, bro. Stay in fucking school.
Bro, yeah, because at the end of the day, everything that I've learned in the street, it hasn't done nothing for my life now. Now I'm doing something positive, and
That's
you can't use the negative in the positive. Like, well, I'm gonna go and use all the experience shooting at people to what. Or the only benefit I get out of this is being able to talk about my testimony to kids and that.
Yeah.
Because I got asked by one of the schools out in Lumia, one of the teachers reached out, and he asked me to go and talk there to Pacific Island kids for a youth prevention program.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought about it, and Timmy talked me into it. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it.
Yeah, why not, bro? Because they're the future. You know what I mean? Like with my brother, bro, this is a massive thing for him. You know what I mean? Having this position in life. And bro, what better way to push this narrative, and also just to speak to the young youth, bro, because bro, they need that voice of reason, and not only that, from someone that's actually lived a life. There's a lot of like frauds in that out here. And I'm not saying this because he's my brother, unbiased opinion. My brother's been about it, you know what I mean? And I've always stood behind everything that he's ever done, even though I haven't agreed with half of the shit that he's done. You know what I mean? By default, bro, it's
I
like,
took us through some holes, bro.
yeah, you know, you're loyal by default. You're like, fuck, nigga. Like, you know,
fuck's sake.
You don't address it in public, but behind doors, you're like, fuck, what the fuck did you do that? So after the public, it's like, fuck you, nigga.
We're being led by a blind man.
The three blind mice just walking around.
My brother's always been intelligent boys, like we've always been smart, like in our own ways, you know. But then fucking, I'm sitting there making these fucking stupid decisions.
You got to remember, but straight out, your mistakes don't define your character.
Yeah,
You gotta
100%,
remember that.
100%. Yeah.
gotta
I've always had a
remember
good heart. I've always had a good heart.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
Bars.
And what better way to do it to have someone that's been about it, to have that echo, you know? Because that voice of reason with someone that's had that fucking that experience. Speaks volumes, bro. And people will listen to that. Bro, who's going to listen to someone that doesn't have nothing to do with someone that they can't relate to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It speaks different, bro. Like, so to do that, bro, is the best thing.
Yeah, it's
You
through
know,
all the mistakes that he made.
A lot of
bro.
people, a
100%.
lot of people, you know, a lot of people weren't. A lot of people are stubborn to the message. Like we will be talking a lot of sense. And a lot of people will be hateful towards it because they can't see past the character. Like, you know, the cash character to receive the message.
Yeah.
If you just sit there and you decipher through, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like if you just sift through a bit of the shit, there's like food on the other side.
There's
Like,
gems, there's
Yeah.
bombs.
Yeah, there's obviously going to be the persona and there's going to be the
Yeah.
message, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, with me, you know the whole character with you know the whole Big Cash character.
Yeah.
It was a character that I didn't know. I unknowingly done it. Like I formed the character to protect myself in the street because I couldn't go as John. I would have got mutilated by people, like because I'm an innocent kid. Like the you know how everyone has that young child in the child.
Yeah.
Mine never healed, lad.
Yeah.
Mine's in the process. Mine's in the process of healing now. So I've always used Big Cash. If you notice, when I'd argue with someone that'll say something hurtful, I go into character straight away.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
Cash. Fuck you, fuck him. I'm what? You want to meet up or what? But really, I'm hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hard. And for those of you that know what the inner child is, bro, that's that side of you that hasn't healed. So whatever age, 7, 8, 9 years old that you suffered, whatever trauma, that's sort of like frozen. And then in your adult years, it sort of like forges your personality. Say if you've been hurt, neglected, and anything like that, it'll play into the adult years. You know what I mean? Because that, bro, it's real complex. But the surface level shit is just like, bro, if you haven't healed, it's gonna forge your personality as an adult, and that's what comes out. That's what, you know. If you, like my brother, to use him as an example,
I wouldn't talk shit, huh?
Yeah. Like with the whole neglect thing, like people used to leave, if you leave him out, I suffer from this too, to be honest. And then it triggers that side of him, like, fuck you, I don't need you.
Oh,
You know
he's
what I
done
mean?
that
Like,
my
bro,
whole
get the fuck out of here. I'll do it myself. If you know what I mean? Like, bro, just by the subtlest things that people would do that answer a message, answer a call, like, bro, fucking answer your phone, bro. And then it just fucking, you just spiral, bro.
Yeah.
So that inner child, bro, that's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you got to heal. And I feel like as men, bro, if you don't heal that, bro,
What are some other
But
symptoms?
100%, you know, they say that you don't age past the age you'll traumatize, like.
yeah. Because
That's
it's
why-
frozen. Because you always go back to that frozen age, whatever.
That's why a lot of criminals and they're very childish by nature, like,
Yeah.
because they're still that little boy that, like, at that time when they got hurt. You know what I mean?
So what are some other symptoms or characteristics of someone that hasn't healed from their inner child?
They're just triggered
Triggered
like,
very easy. You know what trauma is, yeah? Trauma is copious amounts of emotion that the brain can't handle. So when you're young, so say, and you know what the worst thing is as well. Majority of the trauma that we suffer is when we're young, so our brain's not fully developed, bro. So then it plays into the chemical balance of the way that your body's your brain's forming. And then, bro, that's why when you get to the older stages, it's like, bro, why am I like this, bro?
Yeah,
Why do
bro,
I feel like this? Why do I
100%.
feel always so left out?
That's why I used to be in that character, because I couldn't handle it. It was too much
Yeah.
emotion for me. I wanted to fucking kill myself, like. But when you went into cash, he just wasn't scared of anything.
He's bulletproof, huh?
Yeah.
100%.
Right, let that sink in. Let that sink in. Say that again. Copious amounts of information.
Bars, nigga.
Bars.
I should get paid for this shit, nigga.
You do get paid for this shit. What do you mean?
$1 million worth of game.
Say it again. Say it again.
Bars, nigga. So it's copious amounts of emotion that the body, that the brain can't handle.
Fuck, bro.
So what happens? You know, when you overload something, like say
Yeah,
for instance, like a
yeah.
fucking hard drive, you overload it, it can't function properly and it can't sync.
Crazy.
And that's why, like, bro, to go into just a bit more, bro, that's why sometimes your trauma you can't remember it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then something will happen.
Some people black out. Some people black out.
Because, bro, the way the brain works, bro, when it suffers so much trauma, your parts of your brain tries to like shut down, so it tries to get away from it.
That's
Like if
crazy.
you've suffered, like really, like you remember like the finite like situations of it, like
Yeah.
the smell of the carpet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That
Smells.
type of-
Smell is
Hey,
a
Timmy,
massive one.
Timmy. Smells are always trigger, because sometimes I either hear a song or I smell something, it takes me right back to that place.
Yeah,
Right, it's
exactly.
crazy, lad.
Instant, just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like you could liken it to the analogy of filling up a bottle of water, right?
Yeah.
If there's too much, it just overflows. And that comes into the emotion too, because you can overflow and then you start to spill out. Like, let's say
100%.
you're filling up with hatred or anger
Yeah.
or whatever it is. People that have bad anger management issues is because they're getting overfilled
100%.
with that, that
Yeah.
fluid.
You know
And
when
then
you
it
piss in the
just
cup,
spills out.
there's piss in there.
It was 2 episodes ago. Get over it.
for that,
It was 2 episodes ago. Fucking get over it, bro. You fucking.
When you pee in a cup,
I'm gonna fucking.
When you piss in the cup, and then there's piss in there now. Yeah.
You wait till the bus.
There's coke in there with piss, brother.
You wait till I get the bus started. I'm gonna throw you. straight
Yeah,
in.
hard,
He was
lad.
flexing on FaceTime today. He
Yeah.
was flexing
No
on
way.
FaceTime. Bro, look how big I am. I'm so big.
No way. You know about that player. Oh, yeah.
you know the problem with you young
I'm gonna-
niggas.
Know the difference between guns and butt.
Butter, baby. Hey, but that's what it is, man. So if you don't heal from that inner child, bro, it stains you as an adult.
Yeah.
So anyone out there, bro, you got to fucking. Yeah, bro, you got
Bro,
to do that shit. It's a touchy subject, bro,
Yeah.
and also a deep subject. So I don't want to fucking.
How,
say
does
it.
it,
no,
how
with-
does it link into relationships though?
What do you mean?
How
Bro,
does-
just think about this. Like you go for a traumatic situation when you're young, and your whole way of thinking revolves around that trauma, lad.
Okay.
So everything, all the way you engage with your parents and that, like
Yeah,
the way your relationship with your sisters and that, the way you deal with women or the way they cheat, like, you know what I mean? Because my neglect issues goes into women as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever they make me feel like they don't love me or left out, I get triggered.
So
Massive,
I suppose this could be a very multifaceted because you
Bro,
got
trauma's a lifelong battle, lad.
yeah.
It's an invisible cell, bro, I swear, that no one can see but yourself. And you operate in it unknowingly.
bars.
And everything about it, like your wit and the way that you see life, your persona, until you like deal with your trauma, like it's like taking like sunglasses off.
Like
in the lounge room. It's like, bro, you can see clearly, and you can see your fucking bullshit.
No, but put it this way. For example, all my relationships, yeah, they've all been fucking like, they've all been fucked up ones because of me. And this last relationship, like I'm 37, like in this last relationship, he made me realise, and I look back at all my relationships, and the whole time I was the problem. This is me, like my whole life going through it. And I'm thinking I'm like a pretty good dude because I'm always giving. But me, to make up for the how shit I am in a relationship, I'd always buy and give things because that's my love language.
Yeah.
So whenever they disregard that or make me feel like that wasn't enough, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
But I turn toxic. You fucking slut, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I just realised now that I've got a bit of peace from it. Like, he made me realise a lot of shit about myself. Because now before I go to argue, I remember what type of glasses I'm looking through, and I'm like, no. Sit back, take a breath, think about it, then talk.
Yeah.
But when I go off emotion, lad, I'm just...
Toxic, yeah?
Yeah, but it makes
aggressive.
It makes you very emotional, bro.
Venomous.
And it points, it gives you like that.
What's wrong?
My nigga, don't, lad, you know, like Migos and that, lad, like they're always doing ad-libs in the back.
He's ad-libbing his way through life. Oh, fuck. So the trauma that you incur as a child, that brings a lot into the relationship.
Bro, massive.
It goes to the children as well. It
Bro,
goes to
100%.
Whatever you don't address in your personal life, it spills out into everything, lad.
And then, it leads down, bro. It leads down a fucking narrow path, bro, of fucking mental issues like depression, anxiety. And then, bro, it normalizes it. And then they give you fucking drugs. You know how much they spend on fucking drugs for like these types of things, bro? Like 80 million, sorry.
Bro, and you sit there thinking
and that's the people that are accounted for. So imagine the people that are unaccounted for.
And this is for them, it's big business. You suffer from shit, like they only see the surface thing of it. I can't sleep, I got anxiety. But there's something deeper there, and the government, 100%. What they do is they diagnose it with some bullshit. So like I believe bipolar, depression, anxiety, all of that shit's spiritual, lad. Yeah. If you've got no biblical knowledge of anything, lad, you just think that you write it off as a fucking, the doctor just gave me medication, I'm taking Valiums, taking Xanax, taking this.
So would you say that...
Even ADHD, all that shit, lad, it's all bullshit.
I've been diagnosed with ADHD.
Me too.
And I never
They said
really
I had bipolar as well. I'm like, fuck out of you, bro.
Autism as well, I got diagnosed with. So I never really paid it no mind, but I sort of just, all right, that's fine. I got a definitive answer. Now I'm just going to go about my life and figure out how to fix it. I never took a pill or anything. Yeah. But if they told me this will fix all your problems, I probably would have jumped at it if I was younger when I found it. Now I found out only like last year.
It's a label they're pulling it to drive the it's business. It's business to person,
bro.
But if I didn't know about Big Pharma and all that shit, I would have taken the pill. Yeah. So it's understandable why people do it.
Yeah.
But what other option do they have? Like, we can't just tell them don't do this and then provide them no alternative. What would you suggest?
Some people just want a quick fix of drugs or.
What's the real good fix? The long fix.
The long fix is you got to talk to someone, and like if you're really seeking to like it's either you can go biblical or you can just go see a counsellor and talk, because there's many ways. Like Tim would know.
Bro, you know one thing that used to fucking battle me, but I used to battle my mind all the time, was the shit that I used to go through. People used to tell me to go talk to someone. I'm like, brother,
I tried that 20 times.
Who the fuck am I going to go talk to that can wear the fucking shit that I wear in my head? I can't even handle it myself. Who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? He's born with the same thing as me. What can he help me with? But in all honesty, just talking to someone and just getting like a bit of recognition, because that's what I feel like it is.
Yeah, I said that on the first episode. You want someone to recognise your pain.
And the second episode.
Yeah, and bro, like if you tell someone and they acknowledge like what you've been through and they just listen, bro, I think it's like by 50% there was some study done where mental illness dropped 50% just by someone acknowledging what they went through.
So it's
massive, bro.
So throughout all the years, so you're finally seeing someone now?
Yeah, so I'm talking to someone. You know what I mean? And just be like, it doesn't have to be someone professional in the suit. But I started just by walking. I love my walks, bro. My brother, I've got him walking.
He used to make me walk 12 Ks every day.
But I love my walks, bro.
I usually run, but he wants me to walk. Real men run.
Brother, what are you running from, cuz? What are you running from? I don't get it. What are you running from?
Life.
Stand, cuz.
God damn.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride.
Come on now. It's bobsled time. That was a movie.
Hey, so you don't have to talk to fucking someone in a suit, go knock on the door and like air all your problems out, bro, you can just walk and talk to yourself. Great people, bro. Like all the people that have been like the Thomas Edisons, you know, the smart people, they've all been avid people of just talking to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go walk and talk, bro.
Yeah,
And to really,
I do that a lot. Like, I talk to
same.
myself. Yeah,
bro,
Same,
and
lad.
to really, if you really want to face your trauma and face your demons, bro, you have to sit with that person and that kid that was hurt, bro. Sit with that emotion, just sit there, bro. And this might sound fucking a bit gay, bro, but sit there with a pen and paper and a box of tissues, bro, and really sit there and feel that emotion, because I liken it to a horror movie. When you first watch a horror movie, bro, bang, it comes on, you don't know what the fuck's happening, bro. You're like, whoa, fuck, bro.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you constantly watch that horror movie, you know what's happening, bro. It's in front of you, and then with that analogy, so you liken it to, so I liken it to that, and then, bro, it's the same thing with trauma, bro. Then the triggers won't be as bad. Like you'll see it coming. Like something will come up, and you're like, oh yeah, fuck, this is gonna make me feel this way. So then you know how to better prepare yourself for those situations.
100%,
You know what I mean?
100%.
I think-
So either talking to someone, or talk to yourself.
You got to do it. Yeah.
Or bro, the only thing, bro, the number one thing you have to do is you have to deal with it yourself, bro. It wasn't your fault that you suffered the trauma, but it's your responsibility to pick it up and
that's
deal
when
with it.
that's when if you don't deal with it, that's when a certain behaviour is attached to the trauma.
Yeah, bro. And
Mine was violence, bro.
yeah, bro. And
Yeah.
it's either like my brother was violence, I was passive, bro. I used to cave inward. So then my whole ideology and my whole like being like how do I say, my whole receipt of life, bro, was how you received me. If you didn't receive me in a certain way, if you didn't like me, bro, he used to shatter me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Tim,
bruh,
they're still. I'm like that. They're just a little bit with me.
Yeah.
When I'm too, you know, you have those days where you're.
All there.
I feel like you're like just you got no morale in the day, like you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like, then you just
You
feel
have your
down,
days, yeah.
and then sometimes someone will like they'll talk, yeah, how are you? It seems like they don't want to see me,
Yeah.
or they're like you got them off guard, and then it's like you feel like shit. Like makes you feel, it's a trauma response, eh? Yeah.
I
It's a
feel like,
trauma
you know what a
response,
big problem is though? I feel like people spend too much time around other people. There's some people that they can't stand being alone to the point where they will, if they're sitting by themselves for 5 minutes, they'll call someone to hang out.
Yeah.
And I feel like spending time with yourself is very important.
That's a trauma response as well.
What would? Yeah.
I feel like it's a massive issue.
But you really got to deal with it, or it's because you know with me, you oh no, go finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty much finished. I'm just
Yeah, so you know me, I was very, to answer that question that fuck with in the comment section. So I was abusive in past relationships.
Okay.
Like I was very abusive, but that was before I was aware of the mental health issues I had and all the unresolved grief and trauma. So, but the environment that I was in was very fitting for that, because it was a benefit to be like that.
Yeah.
But as I got older, as I progressed in life, that's when I started becoming aware of it, like. So the last relationship I was in, the physical abuse wasn't there, but I had already started working on myself, but the mental was still there. So then when it got towards the end of it, and I realised through this guy, so now I know where I've gone wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of like have the introspective sort of approach. You know, when you look at yourself, like you sit beside yourself, the third person, when you like, you can like what he was saying before, whenever like something happens in this, like with his missus or whatever, and then he can sort of like step aside and like, hey, don't snap it emotionally, just think about it, breathe, and then get back to it, instead of just off the cuff, bang, and just hitting back like you normally would.
Because with me, like in a relationship, I'll give you an example. I'll be arguing, and I'll tell the partner at the time. But with this being said, there's no excuse for hurting any woman ever. No excuse at all. But you like should say something. Like I tell her, I go, when I get angry, just let me go. I go walk off. I'll get angry for 10 minutes and come back. Yeah. But then like there'll be other times we're fighting. They'll be in my face, and I wouldn't know how to deal with it, bro. Like I've been abused my whole life. I didn't know. No one ever fucking told me that you need to deal with this or this is gonna happen in your life. No one ever said that, so I had to play it by ear my whole fucking life.
And that's what's hard as well, man. Like when you grow up in a
I grew up with my father beating my mum, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. And it's hard, bro, when you come, bro, it all stems from the household, bro, the way you grow up, because that ultimately forges like your personality, how you interpret love, how you see life, and if someone's there to show you life in general, because our parents, that's what they're supposed to be there for, to do life with you, not with you, like not with you, but beside you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they equip you with everything you need for life.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why, like, kids will never be your equal, because you're there for them At times when they don't think that they need you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
That's that. You know, that nothing burns me more than like having kids in that environment, bro.
Yeah.
Because like as an adult, a fully grown adult, it's still traumatizing. But as a kid, you're not meant to feel that type of emotion, bro.
100%.
For you to feel like, imagine your dad kicking the shit out of your mum, breaking her face, and you're a child, and you're feeling what you're like. You can't. There's the only two people that root for you in life.
Hard, bro.
And then
It's
for them
supposed to be a
almost,
rocks.
for them to almost killing each other, going there, it's like, what are you meant to think? And then you're going through life thinking, fuck, you know what I mean? You lose all.
I feel like there's two ways you can end up as well. You can end up either abusing, or you can end up just shriveling up,
Yeah.
just hiding from everything.
Nah, but that's the worstest thing you can do if you hide from it.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Bro, running from your problems, because you know what happens, bro. You run and run and run. By the time it catches up to you,
It never loses stamina.
And you
right?
wonder, and you
never.
wonder why
Problems don't lose stamina.
And, yeah, bro. And you wonder why you've been through multiple marriages, drugs, alcohol plague your whole bloodline, because the same shit has carried on from person to person. No one's fucking man enough to turn around and say this is what we're doing wrong.
I used to shrivel up a lot, bro. I used to hide from everything. 'Cause I just didn't want to deal with it, bro. It's like it's too much. I just can't. I just move on to something
because
else.
no one showed you how to uncover that fear.
With me, I ran at everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the aggression that my father had, I think he passed it on to me somehow. So I'll just be aggressive with everything, bro.
Yeah.
But really, I just want to just turn around and just give me a hug, Dad.
Just hug
If you just
me.
turn around,
Give a nigga a hug, dog.
like, 37 years of just fucking treachery. Like, you just turned around and just, come here, son. No, yo, fuck.
And bro, parents, bro, it's a massive thing, bro. Because if the parents don't do
Give
it,
it a go.
pray a good day, just the niggas I
Need to see.
Debo. Debo's here. How'd you change?
nigga got nothing to fuck up.
He reminds me of Debo. You remind me of Debo. Fuck. Oh, he's here. Hide my Raiders jacket. This motherfucker's here.
The cross side. Stop being a bitch. Come on.
Get in the house. Sorry, what were we saying, lad?
Yeah, parents, bro, they play a vital part, bro. And if you don't want to heal for yourself, heal for your kids. You know what I mean? Because you got to ultimately pass it on, whether you like it or not. Bro, I'll never forget, bro. I was buying sushi the other day, bro, and it broke my heart, bro, to watch this happen. And it almost triggered me to the point where I wanted to pull the guy out. So we're in the sushi store. I'm buying my sushi, whatever. Cracker place in Liverpool, by the way. Udon house or whatever. I'm there buying my food, and then there's this kid, bro. And the dad had a long neck.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. And then he's sitting there having a convo, and the son, probably about 7, 8 years old. And the son's like, "Oh, Dad, are we going tomorrow?" And I don't know where they were going. They must have planned a trip. And he goes, "Oh, but Dad, every time we drink, we never go."
Nah.
And the dad's like, "Nah, don't worry, we're gonna go,
Bruh.
And he's like, "Please," like he's begging, he's pleading with his dad, bro. And he's like, "Please, Dad, like."
Bro, that's hard, bro. That's hard to listen to, bro. But that triggers me, that shit,
And
bro.
then as he kept on drinking, he started to get a bit violent with him. Not violent, but he said, "He's like, no, son,
could tell
when I
snapping, yeah.
tell you something that I'm gonna do it." Like he's just that like over aggressive.
What would you rather?
Just the inconsistencies of a father cause of trauma. Like.
What would
Yeah.
you rather? Would you rather, right, the abuse, or would you rather he make false promises and never deliver?
The
Never,
abuse,
ever
the
deliver?
abuse.
You'd rather the
yeah.
abuse?
The false promises would hurt more.
Yeah,
Yeah?
abuse,
Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
abuse, neglect
agree.
is too much,
Yeah.
bro.
Because,
Bro,
yeah.
I've suffered from neglect, but
It
neglect
just
will drive you
creates
fucking
instability,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
creates instability, and then when someone tells you
Yeah.
something, you don't believe them. Let's say a girl compliments you.
Yeah.
You'll think she's lying to you.
Bro, there was heaps of times I happened. My mum would drop me to my grandma's house to go, because she'd have to go to work, and she'd take me in, and I always knew something was happening. And she'd tell me, she goes, "Wait here, I need to grab something from the car." And then she'd go out, jump in the car, and leave for work. Like, no, sit there at the front window looking outside all the way till she came back.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there crying, waiting for her. When she come back, I'll cry.
And it's crazy because you start to deflect all your compliments. So
Yeah.
every time someone compliments you,
Yeah, you can't
or tries
drop
to
it.
bring you up, you deflect
can't
it
take it.
because you think they're lying. Because the
Yeah.
last time someone told you something and they didn't pull through.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It creates low
Try-
self-esteem.
Yeah, low self-esteem. You don't trust people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
You-
built
Oh, major trust
as
issues.
funny as it sounds.
Yeah.
But this kid, bro, is pleading with his dad, bro.
Bro, don't.
And I was sitting there, my legs started tapping.
You just wanted to bash the fuck out of him, mate.
Because I wanted to pull him out the door, you know what I mean? Grab him by the
Yeah.
collar and say, "Look what you doing, bro." He just wants to spend quality time, bro. That's the number one. I said that on the last podcast, you know what I mean? That's the number one currency for
Don't have a
kids, bro.
fucking kid if you're not
Don't
going to
have
look after
him,
him.
bro. If you're not going to fucking be a man for him, bro, bro, you're just breeding a fucking animal, bro.
Yeah.
And he'll grow up and be the same. He'll be the same to his kid, bro.
Or he could end up being a murderer. He could end up being
bro.
whatever. Like, you just don't know how.
But
it's
if you don't
gonna
want to be
happen.
responsible for
savage.
your duties as a father, lad, then don't have fucking children. Go and drink and fucking bang hookers, you dumb cunts.
Yeah, bro.
I don't get
Be
these
single and do
motherfuckers.
that shit, bro.
Like, hard.
Bro, there's nothing that breaks my heart more than seeing a kid and you know exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when you look at him and you're like, bro, I know exactly what it is you need
Yeah,
to be better.
100%.
And you can't offer it because how weird would it be? And I want to normalize this in society.
That's why it's so easy to correct you here and there, man, because there's all shit that I didn't know.
Yeah, see, that's why. Yeah, I always come to him for advice. Lad. But I reckon we should normalize men helping kids out. Like I know it sounds weird, or people look at
It's
it weird.
not weird, bro. If
'cause
you find
don't
that
know the
weird,
kid.
you're a weirdo.
I know that, but I'm
Come
saying
on.
like you know how like I don't know the kid,
Yeah.
and his parents are going to be sus obviously because he's a random bloke.
Yeah.
But in my head, I just want to go help the kid because
you,
I know
you,
how.
you know, children, kids are my weakness, lad, because
Same.
I know everything that I never had.
exactly.
So I'm like, so everything that I never had, lad, I know. Like, if I ever had a kid one day, lad, I would give him exactly what I never
exactly, bro.
Bro.
Exactly.
To
And
a
not
T,
too soft,
bro.
not too hard.
Yeah.
You'd, be,
had.
like,
You'd know
bro,
how to talk to him. You'd know what to say to make him do what you want. Like,
the best fathers come from trauma.
Yeah, that's the pity. But if you deal with it,
Yeah, that's right. If you deal with
if you
it.
don't, if you get stuck in it, and I feel like
you just be like my father and beat the fuck out.
whoop that trick.
Yeah, well, get him.
I want to know. You know what? I want to know the psychology of a father that can walk out on his family. I don't understand that.
So I called your father. Oh, that's
I
crazy.
do not understand that.
She.
How do you leave?
One word. One word. Piece of shit, lad.
That's 3 words.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Weak. Weak.
Nah, just
One
make it
word
one word
weak,
for this. Huh?
One word. Weak.
Weak.
What do you reckon the psychology behind the man walking out in his family and his kids?
What he's thinking.
How do you do it?
Bro, it takes a lot, man. A lot of insecurity, bro, and a lot of trauma that he hasn't dealt with. I've seen people. I've heard of stories, bro. When I had mine, my first, bro, I was I think I was like, bro, like 22, 23. I had mates that were playing footy.
Were you really?
Yeah, bro. I had mates that were playing footy that had, bro, they banging hookers and shit and partying with the fucking prostitutes and that. Bro, when they found out they got their like a girl pregnant, bro, they bolted. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? When I found out, I was elated. Like different because you missed it at the time and that, but and that's a prostitute.
But that would be because you know the value of like just like you know what it is to be a kid that was neglected. So
Yeah.
it's a big thing for you.
So I don't know, like people.
It just, I think it would play on my mind every single day what they're doing, how they are. Like if I had a family, let's say I knocked someone up. If I had a kid and I knew that I had a kid, how can you, as a man, get up and leave?
No, but like for me, my answer is a bit more than the biased approach of it.
Tell me.
Like
Because look, the way I see it, before you continue, the way I see it, no matter how hard it is for you to be with that kid and to be there for that kid,
Yeah.
I bet you it's harder on them when you leave.
Like when you get down to it, like I reckon there's no excuse on neglecting or leaving a child walking out on anyone. Like once you have a child, it's not about you anymore.
Yeah.
It's about the fucking kid.
You made the choice.
Yeah, so that goes back to our trauma thing. If you don't deal with trauma, that's the outcome of that, lad. So I always see it from, you know, when my father was abusive, I always put this, when I got older, I was like in my head, he was dealing with, when I became aware of shit, I was like, he was dealing with shit at the time. Maybe he didn't want to settle down and look after like 7 kids. You know what I mean? So there's something that they've gone through that or they're either got to be selfish or just
Then don't
fucking
have the
heartless.
kids.
Like, huh?
Then don't have the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
but some people, that's what I mean. When you leave trauma undealt with,
It makes you deal with it in certain ways, and then there's little mistakes happen. Yeah,
like some people hide from their trauma their whole life, and the outcome of anything they do is just shit. They walk out, they're inconsistent. They walk out on this cunt. They never promise this motherfucker and never pull through with nothing. You know what I mean?
Look, I said it once. I'm going to say it again. No matter how hard it is for the father, it's going to be harder on the kid. So if you can't be
Always.
there,
The real answer is suck it up,
hard.
and like
Bro,
it's about the child as soon as the kid's
Made your bed, lad. Sleep in it.
Yeah,
Don't be
hard.
a fucking bum. Bro.
You weren't thinking about that you know, 10 seconds before you're nut and a tingle comes. And,
Should've
that
pulled out.
feeling. He's not thinking about that when he's doing that.
Pulled out or she was
Yeah.
strapped up.
50 pumps, nigga.
Should have put.
50 pumps. Counting if you got
clap.
shit to do.
You should have let it go all over her back, lad. When you fuck. You
Pull
could.
that shit out, nigga, or just bat yourself up.
So, all right. So we've touched on the father leaving. We've touched on a bunch of things, but you know what I want to know?
What?
I know a lot of people like this, but What's the mentality of a man that cheats now? The mentality of leaving the family, I get that. I want to know why people cheat. I want to know why people cheat.
Shit, nigga.
I've never judged. Listen,
So why do people cheat? Or we're going into the whole discussion of cheating?
well, I've got mates that do it, yeah, and I never judge them because I don't know what's going on in your brain, so I can't. No one's got the right to judge except God. That's how I see it, right? But I just want to understand the psychology behind it. Why do men cheat?
Be specific, lad. Are we talking about a relationship, a marriage, or a relationship?
Because this can go so many ways.
it can go so-
Alright, let me ask, what's the difference between men and women cheating?
Women. Oh, Tim, go.
Men and women.
Yeah.
It's bro. This is gonna sound fucked, but it's more deeper on the woman that cheats on a man
100%.
than a man cheating on a woman.
Big time.
Because I feel like for women to go, there has to be the emotional detachment. Then they go physically.
Yep.
Us men, we can go.
We can put
Say how it is.
We can stick our dick in,
Whatever it is.
Anything.
and then go back home to whoever
And
we
still
love,
love her,
and
yeah?
still love it, and probably even love her even more.
Correct.
But the women can't understand this, bro, because they're so emotional in there, and rightfully so. I'm not trying to justify cheating.
Timmy, for us, it's like all of this is an act of like we're wanking, but we're sleeping with a girl, and we can go and not think about it ever again.
Correct.
100%.
It all leads back to. Sorry, go.
No, you go.
It all leads back to women are sexually selective. Men are not. That's why it's not impressive if a woman sleeps with a bunch of men.
No,
because women are sexually selective.
Yeah.
They're the ones that have to open the gate.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
They also have to open the gate, and with men, we can just we can go around. Like we will go to the corner and we'll look for pussy and ask for it. They'll call the cops, bro. A girl can go to the corner and pull her pens down. Any man will go stay. They'll line up behind her. But with men, with us, it's just for the desire of nutting, bro.
Correct.
With women, they have to consciously make the decision of the man over and over and over in her head before she does it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's different, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So women can be like, that's that feminist shit.
Correct.
Where they're saying that. Well, no, equal rights. Come on, bro.
There's nothing equal about men and women.
There is nothing at all. That goes against the narrative of God.
Correct.
We have power, but in our own right, bro.
Women have
as
power
a man,
too.
power as a woman,
Brother, I don't see. You know what feminism does? It removes power from the woman because all the things that they're trying to make them are the opposite of what we're respecting.
If you see all and everything that is happening online, it just plays into that narrative, bro.
Yeah,
like it feels like that it's taking the power from the men and just trying to equal.
100%.
It's trying to make it equal playing field.
A man's value is built, but a woman's value is preserved.
And then
100%.
So every time she opens up, her value is going down.
You know what I feel like as well? Women, the way this whole feminist thing is going, they're overcomplicating themselves as women. Mm-hmm. And the man, we're very simple people.
We're
very simple.
And they're wondering why we're going for the one that stays at home and does nothing because the way they make us feel, they empower us.
Correct.
But then the one that comes and tries to bring something to the table, they wonder why we picked the simple one rather than the one that can bring everything to the table.
They complicate everything, bro. You know the way to get any man, if you want a man, replicate the nurturing nature of his mother when he was young.
100%.
Always be there for him, do everything for him. Like,
find that love language and do that, bro.
You get bitches that watch it, they'll be like, "No, what do you mean? We're not slaves to men." Like, if you're a good woman, no, listen. So you replicate the love of his mother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that'll always, with me when. That's what my missus done.
Yeah.
I was just very I'm outspoken. We'll fight this, that, but she'd always settle me. Like she'd always be the balance.
A good woman will ground you. That.
She'd always be the balance.
You know when you got him, when he starts acting like a little kid, it brings a little kid out in you.
Yeah.
You know when you start mucking around, picking his ears and shit. That's how you know you got him.
Yeah. A good one will always bring the little child. Yeah.
And you got her by the way that she looks after you, like cooking, cleaning.
Fuck, I love that.
You know what I mean? As a man, you're sitting there on the couch, hey, just nigga.
Bro, I used to get back from training. I used to get back, I'd leave around 6. I have training at 7 for an hour. Yeah. I'll get back, the food's cooked, everything's there. Like I jump, my
you can smell it
clothes
from the
on
car park.
The whole house is clean. Clothes on the bed. I jump in the shower, clothes there, and I sit down to eat, and you just like.
Now tell me how much you love that woman.
That's what.
Now walk into that same house. The baby's running around with shit running down his back. There's fucking shit everywhere. There's no food.
Got more head than he got money.
You're hungry. There's no food. There's clothes of shit. Everything is fucked. And then she's in your face yapping and bitching and moaning. Do you love her? Fuck no.
That's like
Bro, that's a
Have your
deeper.
baby looking like a crack baby.
That's why love's unconditional, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Love's
That's
unconditional,
very-
bro.
yeah,
Men
that's-
love unconditional. I feel like
Men-
by way we love way deeper.
Bro.
This is gonna cause controversy, but
It's-
we
bro, I
we're
spoke
deeper
about this
lovers
yesterday.
than
100%.
Yeah,
like,
men,
and-
bro. 100% deeper
and
lovers than
even
women.
and even with breakups, we take them harder than
Bro,
the
the
women. do.
suicide rate is fucking
80%
crazy.
for
Yeah,
men.
crazy for men than it
80%
is to women. And I feel like women can get up and go. Us as men, we sit there and suffer, bro.
But
because-
how many? Yeah, go.
Yeah, no, keep going.
How many relationships you been in where something will happen, bang, they're gone. They have partying with the
problem.
With us, it's not like that. You get some people, but they're young guys. Young guys do
yeah,
that.
of course.
But as a grown man, and that happens, bro, you sit there pondering on it.
100%.
And they're like, what's she doing? She's out uploading on her at the club with the friends. This, that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's
they-
crazy. And
bro,
there's always a agenda with the best mates. They're always trying to. They don't want to see her happy, so they wreck her they wreck her
I've seen that
relationship.
happen so many times.
That's happened
They
a lot
don't
to me.
approve of it, and then they'll never let it happen.
Yeah.
The only things loved unconditionally are women, children, and animals. Men are only loved under the condition they provide something.
Yeah, 100%.
And I stand by that, bro.
Bars.
I stand by that. I've said this my whole
and
life.
that goes into the whole dynamic of how we love as people.
But women don't
As men
agree
and
with
women.
me. No one agrees with me on this.
Huh?
No one agrees with me on this.
Yeah, because they're women. They're not
the
meant
comment
to-
section,
They
brother.
weren't born.
Stay in the
They weren't.
comment section.
He wasn't taken out of Adam's rib to agree with us. They just meant to
Stay
procreate.
in your
brother.
lane. Nah, that's fucking crazy. All right. So, I understand.
You can
I'm
ask it in the
learning a
format
lot.
of questions, or you could just go.
I'm learning a lot
Yeah.
here, and I feel like I have a lot of questions because I see it.
So Moses is going to ask the question.
Yeah, because I see it as like anything I want to know. I'm sure someone out there can relate. or
Yeah,
they
100%.
wanna know.
These are
So-
these are the reason why we always talk about mental health and relationships because they're current topics, bro, of life
Yeah.
in general. Like.
They're always going to be helpful to someone. You know what I
100%.
say? Even if we help one person, it was
Yeah.
worth sitting here for 3 hours. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
100%.
Even if one person finds some value,
Yeah.
in it, I'm happy.
But to be honest, the intention is not really for me. It's not really like, fuck these niggas, but no, I'm joking. No, with me, the original intention behind it was not to help, but if the story helps you, it helps
That's
you.
it.
Bro.
We're just
Yeah.
sharing our fucking life
We
message,
don't put
right?
it on to try and help, but I couldn't give a fuck, bro. I'm not
I've
a
got
role
a
model,
question
nothing.
for you. But for the question, I have to set the scene a little bit.
Yeah, set the scene.
So the scene is,
Who's
you
you?
had a long day.
Yeah.
I want both your opinions because you two have very varying opinions as
Yeah.
well. He's got the more like thought and technical side, and you've got the experience side
Yeah.
behind you. So I want both of you to answer. But
No, both of the experiences there. We just answer different. Yeah,
the situation is, you're exhausted.
yeah.
All right. And there's always that one girl that knows how to push every button you
Yeah.
have. Is it okay to hit a woman ever? Is there any reason to be able to hit a woman?
My answer.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, I was very abusive in past relationships,
Yeah.
and that was when I didn't know how to. There's no excuse for it, bro. But I'm just telling you what was behind mine.
Okay.
I never knew how to deal with any of my emotional trauma, anything. I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
Just with talking with Tim later in life, then he made me aware of it, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But there's never any excuse, bro, because I come from my father beat the shit out of my mother, bro, and I was always with my mum.
Yeah,
Like I was the kid.
man.
There was seven of us, and I was the one that how the mother's always close because I was the first son,
Yeah.
so I was always attached to her hip.
Okay.
So there'll be times when my dad will come home drunk and then he'd pull me out of bed because my mum's close with me, and then he'll beat me and beat her.
I've
So,
got a question.
so there was no excuse behind it.
I got a question for you linked to that.
Yeah,
You saw your mum get beat.
yeah,
When you hit the woman,
yeah.
did you have any sort of correlation between the two events? Did you sit after you hit her
I
and
always
sit back and think, bro, I just
with
did
me.
what my dad did?
This is what I mean. No, never because I was full traumatized, bro.
You didn't see it.
Like I didn't see that. Like I didn't see it like that. With me in my head, I'm blaming her. I was like, most of the time I'd be like, I fucking told you when I'm angry, leave me alone. But you keep coming in my face. There was other contributing factors, but really, there's no excuse.
Okay.
So when I'd seen it happen to my mom, it broke my heart, and I hated my father for it. But then I ended up growing up, and that's the trauma, lad. That's the like generational shit that if you don't deal with,
Passed down.
it passes on.
So you never made the
None of
correlation.
my brothers were like that. None of my brothers were ever like that, bro. But it was just me because I had so much fucking shit boiling in my.
So the trauma blinded you to never make the
Yeah.
correlation between you and your father.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's some heavy
I
shit.
went through life thinking, no, I'm never going to be like this man. I was never like him, but we got very, very close similarities. Yeah.
You know what? That reminds me of this one. There's a fine line between affection and aggression.
Yeah.
There's a very
bro.
fine line
Yeah.
between affection and aggression, at
But
least in
did-
terms of a male,
But
right?
did I answer that enough? for you?
Perfectly,
Yeah.
perfectly.
Okay, go, Timmy's.
I'm satisfied.
What's the question again?
Sorry.
Timmy got lost in the sauce.
The question is it under any circumstances, is it ever okay to hit a woman?
Never.
Never, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
That's the man's answer.
You can't, bro. But it goes both ways because you can't have. As a man, yeah.
That's well, just before we go, that's one of the benefits of there not being equality. That you can never hit them black.
Thank you very
exactly.
much.
But
That's
if you want
why I
equal
pick
playing
on you
field, then
guys.
touch me and I'll knock you out.
That's why I pick on you guys, because I know you're not going to hit
what
me.
we saying
Put the
with it?
gloves on, nigga.
What are you saying with it?
Bro, because it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Bro, because you can give the keys to the fucking to the woman and
Keys
they
to
can,
the city, baby.
yeah, bro. And bro, they have the power to press every single button, but it takes their own integrity not to do that. If they can push you to the wit's end, bro,
Bars.
bro, because I've seen this sometimes.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Nigga, you shouldn't have told me that I was gonna you wanna commit suicide. I would have answered your phone. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
fucking shit like that. You're like,
hard.
bro, the cunt was gonna neck himself and he called you, and now you're throwing that out there. You know what I mean? Like, it goes both ways, bro. Like, if you press him and you know that it's gonna go a certain way, and you get hit, then I'm like, fuck, bro, you shouldn't have pushed him down that
Yeah,
alley
if you know
and
what
press
triggers
that
him,
button, yeah.
because any man will, you push the right buttons, he's gonna turn violent.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
I've
I
seen
mean?
the nicest guys turn, bro. I've had mates, bro, wouldn't hurt a fly. And then, bro, I find out, bro, like that he's beating his wife. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And he goes, bro, you should have seen what she was saying to me. I'm like, bro, what will drive you to say that? And then when I hear it, I'm
It's
like, fuck, bro.
women these days, they have a tendency to weaponize love. Like that's how they weapon. That's what
You
they
know
do.
what? This leads me into a lot of entitlement issues, but a lot of entitlement issues with women, eh? I feel like, how do I word this? Let me read the thing quickly. I'll cut this out.
Yeah.
Entitlement, wishing have the thing to deserve, or whilst their preconceived notions or whatever. Yeah. So I reckon this leads me into the next point of how can women have all these entitlement built into them from birth?
Yeah.
Because we always tell our daughters, you know, you're worth a lot straight away.
Yeah.
And we put into the brain of our sons, you got to earn it, you got to build, you got to work for it.
Yeah.
So then these women come out and they've got all this entitlement to them.
Yeah.
They think, oh, he should do this, this, and that. But
Yeah.
they don't want to fulfill the role of the woman, and they don't want to do any of the wifely duties to earn the entitlement.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Timmy, you answer.
It's the way that they're raised.
I reckon it's the opposite. I reckon it's
Everything,
social
Tim,
media.
everything always leads back to the house.
Right, it always leads back to the house. Like, what was it? We were talking about it before we started talking about it. It's always going to mirror. I think if you want to know the daughter, look at the mum.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because the mum, I feel like the mum controls the emotion of the family. Whatever emotional things that are instilled in the child, like if he's loving, caring, this, that's the mother's.
Yeah.
The father's more towards the strength, discipline. That's all. Yeah, like anything to do with a man.
I feel like a big factor of it's social media though too.
That social media, that was my answer.
Yeah.
My answer was being like they're conditioned by society to be. They're conditioned by society to be that way. Like with everything. You watch all the shit online. Girls are all over the internet, or they're all over Hollywood.
Yeah.
I deserve this. I'm a bad bitch. I deserve this and that. That on top of
I feel like it's all to do with the
being
same agenda.
spoiled as a brat, like exactly what Tim said. It's from it all leads back to the house.
Yeah.
It all leads back
house.
to the same agenda pushed by the elites to destroy the nuclear family.
Yeah, and people don't even know what they're doing, bro. Like they say, the devil hates family, unity.
Of course he does.
Yeah. So there's
Because
a bigger thing behind it, and
By the way, when there's a strong male, strong male, and a successfully, when there's a strong male and there's a supportive and nurturing female in a household, how the fuck is the devil going to get to the children? Because from every angle, the parents are defending against everything.
Yeah. Now, the parents are defending, but the child, the kid's prayer life comes into play as well.
Of course.
Because the devil will always attack the children when the two heads are with God.
100%. But like, think about, because those two strong parents are going to instill the religion.
Do you
in the
ever notice with pastors, the kids are always fucked up or they're homosexual? With Christians, it's like that. The kids are either fucked up or
they call them PKs.
Yeah, the
Pastors' kids. Bro.
Yeah, the devil's at play there, bro.
Bro, I used to talk to girls back in the day, and they're like, "You're a pastor's kid." Eh? I go, "What do you mean, bro? You're a PK?" And they go, "Bro, they're the worstest ones." And I'm thinking, "Bro, what the fuck are you on about?" But bro, looking back now, it's always the ones that have the dads as preachers, or they like have big standings in church.
One of the kids,
they're all fucked up. Bro.
One or all
Why?
are fucked up. It's a spiritual thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
The
devil can't attack headship, so he goes for the children below. Because the intention is to cause the father to sway off the path of God.
Well, where my brain went was because he was focused so much on everyone else that he didn't focus on the kids.
No. It's a
Doesn't work
spiritual
like
thing.
that.
That's nothing.
See, this is the surface level.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. No, but
That's intense,
you're a critical thinker. You get it. You understand.
I get it now that you brought it up.
But that entitlement thing with the girls, I reckon it's a household thing. Because there has to be some sort of entitlement, bro. Because it's like,
morals instilled.
yeah, like you instill the morals, but you don't give them too much entitlement where they think that the world owes them something. That's the worst type of, that's the worst type of entitlement you can instill. You can instill them like, hey, you deserve to be better, to do this and do that, but not like fucking toxic. Where you deserve this and that. You know what I mean? They're gonna do this and like, you know what I mean? Like, have it given to you.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, anything. I think
Your answer was social media. Eh?
yeah.
What do you reckon social media does to people's confidence?
It fucks up people's confidence because people are constantly comparing their life to someone's highlight reel. Bars.
Nigga. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, the thief of joy. You know what it is.
Thief of joy.
So people wake up. You know the photos and shit. So you see someone's profile. Yeah. They'll have 10 photos on there. To get those 10 photos, she's had to take 1,000 photos to get those 10. Because she'll only post the good parts of their lives. That's what social media. Tell me someone who takes the first photo and posts that photo.
Hey, man.
Me, I'm fucking so bad. I'm so bad.
No one does that, bro.
No,
if you're easily depressed and got anxiety and shit, stay off social media because constantly looking there watching people, it makes you realize what you don't have.
Well, just think about how much effort it was to set all this equipment up and all this just to get one product.
Yeah.
And people think that. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like social media is set up to make people want more than what they can afford.
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, with me, bro, 2024 was a fucked up year, bro. It was hard, tough.
Straight out for everyone, eh?
Yeah, and I had a mate.
Everyone struggled.
Why?
I had a mate reach out, and he called me. A mate from way back in the day used to play footy with.
Yeah.
I won't say his name, but he'll know who it is.
Yeah.
He called me up and he goes, I need to have a chat with you, this and that. And the way I could hear his voice, his tone of voice, I go, bro, fuck, something's up. And then we ended up catching up over a session, done some pads, this and that. And I go, bro, what's going on, bro? We'll talk. And he goes, bro, I had a fucked up year, this and that. And then I started to open up. I go, bro, I had a fucked up year too. And he's looking at me like a fucking weird cunt. And he goes, bro, fuck, you have a fucked up life?
Bro, we're not bulletproof, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I'm telling him, bro. And he's like, nah, fuck off. Bro, to the point where I had to like tell him, like,
put your heart on the plate.
Yeah, like, I'm like, bro, like, you don't believe it? He goes, nah, I don't believe because the what you are on socials and what I see, like, I got nigga, that's fucking 15 seconds and 20 seconds. That's a story. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that little glimpse.
I suffer just as much as you do.
And I go, bro, that little glimpse, man, I go, don't let that paint the whole 24 or 23 hours of the rest of my day, what I'm going through in the year. I suffer, bro. I go, just don't compare, don't have that mind of comparison towards like social media. And it's weakened everyone's ideology, bro.
100%.
Of what success is. Oh, bro, look at this cunt, he's doing good. He's doing good.
Yeah.
And we caught up later. And he was telling me, he goes, bro, you know how many cunts I've been talking to and they had a tough year last year? And I go, yeah, fucking eat some concrete and harden up, brother, and fucking keep fighting, bro. We all struggle. You know what I mean? Like, we all suffer. And that's like, bro.
Can of concrete, lad. Can of
100%.
concrete.
That's why we always talk about this shit. Because people out there, they're not willing to go this far to this, you know?
100%. They're all like you see something online that makes you depressed. You're like, oh, this cunt is eating in Paris. But really, you don't know that he's worked 6 months and saved up with his missus to afford that shit. They won't tell the story, they'll tell the outcome. Everyone wants the title, but doesn't want to grind for the belt, lad.
Yeah.
Bars.
Hey, nigga, all about the glory and not the story, nigga. You know? Oh, shit, nigga, bars.
I feel like I should have had one prepared. Hey, shuffle your chair back a bit. Yeah, the whole chair just slide back a bit. Yeah, about there. Yeah, crack up.
Hey, but cunts pulling up in AMGs and you look at the petrol tank, it's on fucking tipping on E.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
like
Stressing out how
bank owns the AMG.
stressing out how to
bro.
pay the fucking car note, bro.
Yeah, like as humans, bro, we all struggle, bro. Everyone has their financial.
Everyone, bro.
Last year I took a lot of losses as well. My brothers did, and it was a financially hard year for us.
Still
We're not
suffering now,
fucking, like, we're not making money, cuz.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was friends and shit that you know I had to lend off and shit, but this is normal, bro. It's human nature. It's one of those things, like, you know?
bro. Like, it's a normal way of life, but this is life. And some
Not every shipment comes through. No, I'm joking.
Bro, this can't.
I'm joking. I'm fucking joking.
I'm cutting it.
No, leave it.
Brother,
I'm speechless. It's humor, lad. It's humor.
Yeah, I know it's humor, but with what?
It's humor.
Anyway.
Trust me.
All right.
Nah, but it's life.
I actually have a bone
life.
to pick with, especially in Sydney. You know how bad it is in Sydney? I have a bone to pick with status being that you drive an AMG or you drive a whatever, Beamer, whatever it is. knowing full
But
well
like,
the bank owns it.
I'll give it just before you go. You know what, E63?
Yeah.
You can get them on X Finance cars.
Yeah.
All cars are all X Finance these days.
Yeah.
So what X Finance is cars where someone can't afford the finance, so they sell it.
Yeah. But I don't.
And the bank's looking for the car.
I think that's what do they charge? 10%?
Yeah, I think it's bro. They're charging like Louis Gucci prices now, bro.
Bruh.
Back before, back in the day when Saul was still in jail.
Yeah.
Remember that AMG was on the bar for him?
Yeah.
That was like it was a C63. I forgot what model it was, but they were charging the right prices, 10, 15 to 20 grand.
Yeah.
Now the AMGs,
That's what I thought it was.
but they're trying to fucking. I asked my mate about a C63 lad. I think it was a current model as well. I think it was from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's trying to charge like it's 50 grand off the price for the car. I'm like, fuck.
That's how much it's worth.
And you know who buys them, but guys actually buy them because they're flashy cars. Drug dealers with big money to burn.
True.
They're the only ones that have those cars. But what were you saying, Ma?
Mike, I just have a bone to pick because look, here's what I think. I drive a Mazda 3, lad, and I love it. It's a good car.
Yeah.
I am looked at in a different light
Yeah.
when I pull up to somewhere than someone that pulls up in an AMG.
Yeah.
But my car doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe it anything. I don't pay a car payment.
Yeah.
Right? Filling it up's fucking $80, and
Yeah.
I'm cheering, lad.
Money's, because
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
status symbol of money.
Yeah, but it's not though, because if I wanted to, I could go and I could get a loan, and I could get that car,
Yeah.
and I could put myself behind. But what I'm trying to build is generational wealth.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to build status to show these motherfuckers.
No one gives a fuck about the struggle, bro.
They don't. I don't mind if they don't want to do it.
It goes back to the women, bro. I'm telling you, the way their whole idea, bro. You know the way they have.
It's all connected, eh?
Bro, opportunistic, bro. That's the way that they love, bro. What can you provide? What are you going to bring to the table?
We really don't know how much women have control of us now.
100%. It's all for women. It's all for women.
But I got no problem with not everyone choosing the path that I chose. I got a problem with being shown that disrespect.
The richest people in the world have your mindset.
I know this.
But look at all the stories of Bill Gates and all that, where they came up like no chains or nothing. They dress like they're homeless, like little Corollas.
You know what?
Even to this day, bro.
Because I know a few millionaires.
That's a billionaire's mindset.
Yeah, I know a few millionaires, right? Because of the circles we hang out in, but they all respect my choices.
Yeah.
And so when they started validating my choices, I didn't feel like a bum anymore.
Yeah.
Now I pull up in the Mazda and I'm like, yeah, it's a Maserati. What's wrong with you guys? I don't give a fuck. Maserati, that's what I call it. It's a Maserati.
That's what we call it.
Once they validated that I was making the right decisions and that they made the same decisions and it wasn't about flaunting to people that aren't going to put food on your table anyway. Yeah. That's when I knew I was like, okay.
Bro, because it's an expensive thing to sit there and portray an image, bro.
100%, bro.
It's very expensive, lad.
Would you say it's a Sydney thing?
It's not a Sydney thing. It's an Australian thing.
No. It's in America too, lad.
No.
It's in the States too. But my point is,
I know it's in the States, but I'm saying it's not a Sydney thing. The whole of Australia's plagued by that shit.
Not all of it.
You know why? Because I feel
Melbourne.
I feel like Sydney's got it the worst, bro. Because there's a massive rat race here.
It is, bro.
I didn't feel it until I went to like fucking Brisbane, Perth, and I seen how slow it was the way of life.
He was telling me when he went to Tonga.
Everyone's trying to outdo each other.
Yeah,
100%. Hey, when I went to Tonga,
speak about it,
bro. I swear to God, with being in the whole rat race and being raised the way we did, fast life, Sydney, this and that, I remember I think it was about 15, 16. Me and my brother went. We went to Tonga. Anyway, the way of life there, third world country. These guys were happy of having fuck all, bro, and they had more happiness in their eyes. I could see it, bro, than what I was thinking that I was missing out on.
You would have felt like a big shot lad walking in and you got, like to you, the 20, 40, 50 grand, whatever you have, is like a lifetime of money for these people.
100%.
You would have felt like a king walking out and you would have felt like a bum leaving.
Yeah,
I left half of my shit there when I left.
Yeah.
Just the mentality is different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different, yeah.
Like kids walking to school. I remember when I followed this little kid to school, not following, but I was walking the same way.
Yeah.
Bro, he had no shoes on and he's going to buy milk and he's singing, cheering, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, how many kids from Australia have that same mindset where they're happy with nothing? Bro, the kid probably didn't even have any breakfast, bro, and he's like singing and going to school, you know what I mean? So having nothing over there is like fucking...
Happiness is what you make it, lad.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh.
Bars.
Bars.
Reminds me of that little kid, that little African kid.
Yeah.
Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain.
With that, and you little slime ball. I still remember when we were talking before about the high value man.
Let's talk about this yourself.
What's a high value man? He tried to sneak when we were talking about Rocker, he tried to sneak a quick one.
No, I
Let's
asked you. Hold on. So one of the boys came in, all right, and he asked me a question, and it led to an argument that me and John had earlier. I wasn't trying to. See, my perspective was okay. He's brought an argument that's valid because you won our last. It wasn't an argument, discussion, debate. You won that debate hand in fist, easy, no problem. I was like, damn, okay, you're right, I'm wrong. Then this bloke brought a new perspective. I was just trying to see what your perspective on that was. I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. You'd know it if I had you under the bus, lad.
Hey, so what is it?
It all started from the question he asked was, fuck, what was it? Is he here? Is that him?
Rocker.
What was the question he asked?
Hey, high value man, what is that?
What? Yeah, he asked a question that incited.
Oh, before that.
Yeah,
No,
it was something about the woman earning more than the man.
Yeah, no. So does what the woman earn dictate how much respect she has for him?
That was the question he asked me, and I said, "Fuck, look, in this day and age, it does, right?" And that goes back to the high value man conversation that me and you were having.
Yeah. And what is a high value man?
To me, I realized. Hold on. I realized I was wrong in thinking this, but to me, it was like the Tates of the world. High value man was the man that could afford to do anything he wanted. Blah, blah, blah.
And who's telling you that that's a high value man?
Social media.
Yeah.
And then when I had that debate with you, and you pulled apart my whole argument. Right.
Decimated it.
Like actually, like what he did was he opened it and then he shut it.
There's no such thing as a high value man.
Then what he did was he showed me. He didn't tell me the answer either. Do you know what he did? He opened my eyes and he goes, "Look at this," and I was like, "Okay, fuck." He didn't, because he's good like that. He's very nurturing behind the camera.
Hey, school these niggas say.
Bro, tell him what you told me.
But there's no such thing as a high value man. Who's telling you this?
Social media.
Influencers?
Yeah. So people that get rich off of it.
Yeah, and what makes you think they're a high value man?
The status.
Because they tell you because of money.
Correct.
Any fucking bozo can have money.
Any bozo.
Any fucking bozo. How many gronks do you know they're fucking gronks in life, but they got money?
Do you know they have money, brother?
Fair few.
Exactly.
A fair few.
So a high value man, like these motherfuckers have 7 girlfriends. They got a girlfriend in every country, and they're telling you what a high value man is. High value men have families around them. These cunts don't even have kids. They don't have wives. And a man that has no family or nothing, he's fucking 7 prostitutes everywhere. He's got $1 million because he's got $1 million. You're gonna listen to that. It's full of fucking shit. A high value man is a family man who works 9 to 5 to support his family.
100%,
That's what gives you value, not money.
Doing family shit for the family.
You can be rich and be a family man and still be a high value man,
exactly.
The reason I'm okay with being picked apart is because I know that a billion of yous can make that same mistake. And I want to educate everyone the way he educated me on this. 100%. It needs to be said, bro.
It's the high value man and then the alpha males. The alpha males, alphas are pussies. Like Sigma males. Google Sigma male. That's what we are. Sigma male is. He's got the traits of an alpha and the traits of a beta.
Yeah.
But he's. Google it.
Very, very honed in.
Very honed in.
Yeah. I don't want to Google it.
Like say a Sigma is like a gangster turned gentleman. Like. It's like us. Yeah. We're Sigmas, brother.
Suck up.
Personally, fuck, this is bad.
I'm Googling it.
But my brother has fucking traits of an alpha. I lock him to an alpha. But now he's a Sigma because he's fucking changed his position and everything.
Slang term for a man who is independent, self-reliant, and often seen as a loner. It's often used in masculinist subcultures. What the fuck's a manosphere? Popular in internet culture. Independence, solitude, quiet strength, risk taking.
Yeah. And they're in touch with their emotions.
Interesting.
Like everything that we discuss, like the shit that we show in here is Sigma behavior. It's not alpha. Yeah, fucking hell. Like, you know that guy who sleeps with trannies? He tries to portray an alpha lad. You know what I mean? Don DeMarco, bars, Sonic Boom.
You know what? I had a lot of injuries growing up, right?
Yeah.
And in the last few years, I had a lot of injuries that took away my manhood. So I knew I wasn't going to be the biggest. I knew I wasn't going to be the strongest. But my mind was all I had, so I sharpened it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm starting to see the effects of that now.
Sometimes that's all you need, bro.
I swear to you, bro. Like, think about it in terms of women, right? A big, strong, sexy, tattered coconut, like whatever.
Gorilla looking.
He might get some girls, But you know what I've noticed, lad? The way that my brain has I've sharpened it by learning 2 ears, 1 mouth, right? Shut the fuck up and listen. I've learned a lot, and now I verbal those same women that used to leave me in the dust into doing whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I reckon the mind is more important because the mind, once that's strong,
you're just a little playboy, brother.
Yeah.
You're just a little playboy.
You're just Lebanese, brother.
This guy can't keep his garlic out of the fucking oven, like. He's garlic sausage, like. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Well, how
He's
the
been-
fuck did this turn into this?
He's been a bad boy, brother.
I have not been a bad boy.
He's been a very naughty boy, brother.
Oh, here
Don't
we
listen
go.
to him, brother. He's a snake, brother.
You're just jealous because I'm on the couch with my blanket.
Yeah,
I'm kicking
hard, I'm
on.
dirty.
You're in your chair,
I'm
being
dirty.
uncomfortable.
I'm dirty.
I don't know why they do this to themselves. But
What other questions we got, bro? You got anything else you want to ask?
there's a couple. I have a few. I've wrote them down. What I do is, like, I go home, I watch the episode back, and I reflect while I'm editing it. And I reflect, I learn from these boys. They got a lot of knowledge, bro. You guys should listen. If you know what's fucking good for you, stay to the end and listen to these boys talk.
Talk shit.
Talk shit, gang.
Bro, we got some pretty like
How's training going,
like
huh?
to listen to our task. You got to be critical thinkers. There's a lot of smart people out there, bro.
Yeah, true.
27,000 people watch the first 2 hours.
You know what? Since you want to change scope to the whole women shit and you want to throw me under the fucking bus,
yeah, let's go.
I want to talk about some sex topics.
Yeah, let's go.
I wanna talk. What's the average time for decent sex?
20 to 30 minutes.
50 pumps.
That's 20. If you're, listen, 50 pumps sounds accurate. If you're going really, really slow, real bad man.
22 baby mother.
No, me 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Any longer than that, then you're fucking probably on drugs. Like.
bro. I'd say 15 to 30.
But if you're smashing on coke, probably 12-hour shift, like, non-stop. You
Bro,
can't come
I
on.
don't understand how women, they never come.
Huh?
Women never come. Like,
do you mean?
I've never had this problem. But
How-
I've heard
yeah.
a lot of people complaining.
Yeah, but how fresh is she?
That's a good question.
How long has she
You
been
know,
in there?
How long
How long been around for?
hard. You know, a woman can make themselves come whenever they want. If she's saying that she can't,
There's something wrong.
then that's her, bro.
Yeah.
All you need, all you really need is 4 or 5 inches to please a woman. But if you can't please her with that, that's her. That's her, not.
You reckon?
Yeah.
100%.
Like you're saying,
Like,
saying,
she's just not that
I've
into
been
you,
with women,
brother.
I've been with women, and they've been able to make themselves come like 3-4 times. That's because they're them controlling it.
so that's assuming that you don't last 3 minutes. Obviously,
Yeah.
It has to be at minimum
I
15
got,
minutes.
but
yeah?
at the end of the day, she's in control of. You can just make it happen faster without her. You can take it out of her control by hitting the right corners.
There should be just a
But
rest.
essentially, she controls her.
Hitting the right corners.
Hitting the right crevices.
The pillar under the belly button.
The best, I'll give you some game, lad. So
Tell me.
lay on the stomach, put the pillow where her belly button is, it points her ass up.
Yeah.
When your dick goes down, it goes in the direction because the G spot is up, like it's curved up behind the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a.
And with that,
PhD.
with that,
The way you put that on.
Mo, because when you lay it up, it pushes it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows.
Look at his laugh.
I'll take that into account.
He knows because I was at his house the other night. I left and then he called me. He had this relief. I know when Mo's had sex. I know when Mo's. I know no, because he's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "What are you trying to sound sexy for?" He goes, "I'm not."
Richard
And
Mercer.
he didn't say anything, but I just had an idea because I've known him for a lot for some time. Because he never tells me. Whenever I hear him have that voice,
fuck's
I'm like, "Bro, fucking tell me you done something, didn't you?" He never tell me. So I'm
To the
like,
grave,
"You little
brother. To
dirty
the grave,
cunt."
brother.
I'm like, "You little dirty cunt."
I'll
tell
make
me.
sure to try that next time.
100.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nah, I got it. There's more. Is it okay? All right. Is it okay for your wife or your husband to withhold sex in the marriage for their own benefit?
No, because women have a habit. No, I don't agree with it. Do you want to answer it?
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't agree with it, bro. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you form a bond in a union under God,
Yeah.
and you're meant to meet 50-50 in the middle.
Right.
She can't, because what women have a habit of in today's society of doing is weaponizing sex to get whatever they want.
Bro, 100%.
They fucking all across the board, bro. So
Because that means a lot to a man.
yeah, there was times that I'd go, like some people, their connection is through sex.
Yeah.
And for her to weaponize her, some men just. He doesn't want long sex. Maybe he's a fucking 3-minute man. Give it to him. That's it.
Yeah.
He's happy. But you take that
Microwave
out,
man.
and some people, because this has happened to me a lot. So some people identify love with sex. Like if sex isn't there, then they're out of tune with the whole relationship. What's your answer, Martin?
Bro, no, I'm exactly with my brother.
Yeah.
You can't withhold it.
I feel like
Let me ask you a question.
Why fucking get married if not? For better or worse?
If they withhold sex, is it right if we withhold our money?
this is what I was gonna say. I feel like the women withholding the sex is like us. It's like us withholding emotional support
Bro,
because that's what men need.
Because of sex, they control the whole narrative of the relationship.
Yeah.
So they
If you
stop.
let 'em.
Yeah, nah, that's just them, bro. They do that. It's like when you're married,
Yeah.
don't want to give 50-50 in a relationship, but they want 50-50 out of the divorce.
At the door. At the back door.
Bars, nigga.
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean?
Hold on. Just,
I'm like-
I want everyone to take a 5-second pause and let that sink into your fucking skull, bro. Say it again. Say what you just said again.
So women, they don't want to contribute 50-50 to the relationship or the marriage, but they want 50-50 out of the divorce.
Snakes. You're all snakes.
Do you understand what I mean?
I can't believe that.
So they
How
give,
is this
they
like-
give you the 80-20 rule when you're married, but then what the fuck is that? And not all men are in that position in life to be able to provide 80%.
Correct.
So that's where if there's a good woman, she'll see that and she'll provide 50 until he's on his feet enough to support the family. But
That's crazy.
Nah, but you can't withhold sex, bro.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
I reckon you
Not all
can't.
men.
withholding sex. So using a big no-no for me is weaponizing sex or children.
Children, bro.
Yeah.
Children's a massive
Yeah.
one. Men are so underrepresented in the law.
But how many people are in jail?
100%.
How many people I know that are met in jail over domestic violence where the girl will either lie or take the kids away?
Yeah, bro.
Mothers scorn women will have a habit of using children as bargaining chips.
Yes,
scorn
bro.
women, huh?
And look, we don't want to take away from the men that do abuse the women, but we just present the facts how we see them.
There should be some laws for
There has to
women
be.
doing that, bro.
Think about it like this, right? A woman can falsely accuse someone of rape, and even if he's found guilty, there's no evidence. It's all
And
circumstantial.
they'll throw him in jail, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll
They'll
you'll
chuck him in jail the whole time until they figure it out.
and you'll
right?
never get rid of that stigma, like.
Fucks your whole
Once
life
you
up.
get given rape, even if you're proven innocent, there's still that,
Fucks your whole life
that black
up.
cloud over you.
And guess what happens to the woman? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And bro, I just remembered as well, one of the boys, he got done. But he was inside his cell, he was just about to get out. And on his release day, he got hit with a fucking assault charge. Apparently, he bashed his missus, and she knew what day he was going to get out. And then she went and filed a fucking.
That's what I mean. This
When
Bro,
it fucking
yeah.
got
You know
in
what it
charge,
was?
and then he ended up having to plead guilty. The lawyer goes to him, bro, if you fight this, you're going to be in there. He was doing, I think he'd done about 2.5 years. He goes, you're going to be there for another 8-9 months.
Wow.
And he goes, bro, if you plead guilty now, you get out in 2 weeks.
this is exactly
2
what.
or 3 weeks, and then he goes, bro, what am I going to do? I go, fuck, I don't know, Nix, what do you want? He goes, bro, but I'm going to have it on my record. I go, bro, fuck, man, that's up to you. He ended up fucking running the ball up and
He fought
taking it. No, he didn't, bro. He wanted to get out.
You
bro.
can't
He's gone
fight. You can't
fucking
fight
mental in
those
there.
charges, bro. Because some of the women, the law's in favor of the women, bro.
Yeah,
And think
and
about it like
it
this.
wasn't true,
This-
bro.
all of this shit goes back to the fucking household, bro.
100%.
All when you're kids. So if you're gonna have fucking kids, raise them properly, lad, and fucking teach them how to,
100%.
fucking teach them how to select women, bro.
Yeah,
to make the right decisions when it comes to it's fucking stupid,
let's say your mother-in-law and you don't get along, right?
Yeah.
She can make a call to the police saying you've abused the children, you've abused her daughter,
Yeah.
and you're getting locked up that same day.
Yeah,
Brother, and if you have prize, forget it.
everything's in favor of the female, and not all women are good women.
That's so true, bro. And you
Yeah.
know what?
That's the
We're
truth,
always,
bro.
but we're always represented as the fucked up ones. We're represented as the aggressive and the,
So
all
they
this
expect
bullshit.
us to be the provider, pay for this, pay for that. But then when she hits the fan, and then look,
It doesn't make
Shit
any
goes
sense.
it's bro, you know, like being a man in today's society is one of the hardest things in life, like.
Why do nice guys always lose though?
Huh?
Why does the nice guy always come last?
Because women like to be fucking abused, bro.
They love bad boys, bro, to be honest.
That's right.
They
They
love to be kept on their toes. They never, bro. You know how many good guys I know out there? And they're not in the places that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Talking about men ain't shit. I've been fucking done over by this guy. Bro, you're fucking looking on fucking, you're going in the clubs and shit. You're on Insta.
But this-
all these unpaid
and this-
receipts.
and this-
bro, the hardworking man is out there fucking.
And this
they
always
just don't want you.
And this,
Getting
and
up
yeah,
at 5 in
they
the
don't want
morning.
you. Like in their prime, they don't want you. And then you see there's so many fucking women. They turn down the right fucking guy, and later on in life, when they're 40, they go back looking for him. He's successful and shit. You fucked that up. Not him. You fucking fucked. You know what you do? They go through life skipping through the man that were meant to be because of them fucking chasing the dollar.
Yeah.
like.
Rather than just sitting and building with him.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
our
They
value
look
as
for the
men.
men.
Oh, sorry, lad.
No, go.
Our value as men, but we don't hit our value until we're about like 30, 35. Women, they're at their peak at like 18, 19. As soon as they like, what is it, when they become legal, bro, they're like at their peak. Because that's the youngest, you know what I mean? And we can date down, they can't date up.
Right, yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%. And then
So our value's at the end. So when we do finally build what we have to build, then it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
But by then, she's been through fucking Moe Don't
yeah,
Worry.
yeah,
and fucking Apple and
and to add to that, and to add to that, as a girl fucking has sex, she loses her value, she
Yeah,
devalues
correct.
herself.
Yeah.
So every time it's been proven scientifically that when the man fucks, his shit goes into her DNA, lad.
Yeah.
So you'll see a girl, she gets traits of every man she slept with. It's spiritual thing.
And then she
so
wonders
then,
why
and, then,
she's
and she wonders why she can't fucking sleep at night and nothing ever good happens to her. And she goes through life and God sent someone that she's meant to be with, but she's overlooked him because she's got all these other men's DNA and things in her fucking.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing,
Nice
bro.
guys always finish last.
Yeah.
Bro, 100%.
You know me, when I was young, I was a cheese dick to him. I was like, oh yeah, do that, all the lovey-dovey shit. No one liked me. And the one I turned into a prick, bro. Bitches were fuck. I'm telling you. I used to go into the Fairfield Forum. I used to go this is when I turned Como, lad. Walk up to bitches and I just tell them, I go, listen, I don't want to be friends, nothing. I just want to fuck the shit out of you for a few hours. Yeah. I just want to fuck the shit out of you for a few hours. That's it. We don't have to talk after that. And then she's like, wow, you're so rude. And I'm like, yeah, rude, but you like it. And she goes, yeah, but what are you doing later on? It always works, like. That's I'm saying that to say this, like, treat them mean, keep them clean.
Keep them clean. Hard.
It's their own fault.
Yeah.
It's their own fault.
I didn't start getting girls until I started treating them like shit.
You know what's crazy? But they're so vocal about men ain't shit, this and that. But it's their own fault for allowing
men
that.
ain't shit, then pay for your own fucking surgery.
No.
And you can't use OnlyFans to pay for it. Work hard and do it.
Yeah, hard.
OnlyFans isn't a job, bro. That's porn.
Do you know what it is?
Lay on your back to get on your feet. Like that went over everyone's head.
I know.
Yeah.
No one commented on it, bro. You're dumb as fuck.
Yeah, hard. If you don't understand, I mean, you're laying on your back to get on your feet. Yeah.
So that
you're
you can
getting
get on
pumped
your
to
feet.
get on your feet.
To financially get on your feet.
Yeah.
Let's just water it down for the people in the back.
To pay them bills.
Yeah.
You know what? It's their fault for allowing it, but
Yeah.
if the women said no to the people like that and said yes to the nice guy, then everyone would be nice and no women would be getting fucked over.
Hey, it goes back to
It's
the household.
their
lad.
women's
Goes back to
fault,
the household.
bro.
The good guy always wins in the end.
Yeah. Always has
It's
the
the
last laugh.
women's fault, cuz.
How many girls I've seen? Look, how many girls you know in school that were the fucking cool girls. Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't talk to you, but you
Yeah.
see them now. They've got
They're
4
hitting me
kids.
up.
They've got 4 kids to 3 different men.
And they're hitting me up.
That's like back in school. I was a good guy too, but you chose the other fuckwit. Now he's in jail, and you've had 2 other kids to 2 different men. It's like fuck. There was a girl. I went to Fairfield Pats until year 9 and I got kicked out. And there was a girl that she went to Westfield. She was a Spanish girl. She was the hardest thing, lad. I think you know her as well. She had the curly hair.
Maybe if I see it.
Yeah, this is when back then when heads and they were running around because the guy knew him. Yeah. And we were going around Fairfield. She was a machine. Every time I used to see her, like I used to try to look at her and she'd be like, "Oh no, I'm not interested."
She gives you that J. Cole vibe.
As the years went by, and I started getting worse and worse in the streets, lad. Worse and worse. So fast forward 10, 15 years later, I go to Fairfield, lad.
You remember me?
Yeah, I see her, lad. The way she looked, she didn't even know it was me.
Yeah.
But just the way she looked, she was staring at me. I seen her. She's pushing a pram. She's got like missing teeth. She looks like she's been beat up a bit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Someone looks like
Bad choice in man, nigga.
Bad choice. That's what happens if you want to go for the cool guy. Go.
She gives you the way you described it gives me that J. Cole vibe.
Yeah.
She was in my math class.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you know, like the way he tells a story.
Moral of the story: the good guys always win in the end, bro.
Bro, they always have the last laugh.
I've got nerdy mates now, and the girls that were cool back then are chasing them now. We're almost pushing
After
forward.
the whole area's been filmed.
Yeah, bro.
I can't stand that shit. It doesn't make sense to me, bro.
It's very offensive, bro.
Yeah.
It is. Discuss recreating childhood memories, always remembering to live in the moment. Pornography, masturbation, and the long-term effects of it.
Yeah.
I got a point for you.
Yeah.
I want to know about pornography, masturbation, and the long-term effects of those things.
Yeah.
Of all of those things, self-relief.
Yeah.
I want to know what your opinion on those are. Is it damaging? Can it be damaging to a man?
What do you reckon, Ted?
The worst thing you can do to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like doing any form of like drug.
Really?
Instant gratification, bro.
You liken it to drugs?
Yeah.
Because it's a dopamine hit.
It really is. It really is. It really
Instant
is.
dopamine right then and there. Instead of like the way that we are as human beings, the way the brain's hardwired to be, you do something and then you earn that dopamine.
Yeah.
Now in this day and
Like,
age,
you know,
bro, you can scroll,
like
you can have drugs, alcohol, everything. You can get that instant dopamine hit right then and there.
In the palm of your hand.
Yeah, and you're literally desensitizing yourself. You're melting your brain away.
Like
Really?
But there's power. They call it like NoFap or some shit these days.
Yeah.
But there's power in that, bro. Sex transmutation.
retention.
Look at that.
Like it goes to what we were talking about with the the social media and the games and that. It takes the human engagement out of it because it's just there, bang. Or you find yourself, you become like perverted and you become rude towards women. They become an object because you're so used to just boom,
You
boom,
objectify
boom.
women. I got someone that I know. This guy, bro, he's a bit of an import. Oh, he's import.
We've got many friends like this, bro. They're perverted
Hey,
as fuck. Like,
and these guys, they're like all about women. They just everything he sends, his whole feed's all about girls. He just sends like porn reels and shit. And then when a woman's in front of him, he full buckles.
doesn't know what to
He
do.
doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know how to say hello. He doesn't know how to like because they see him so much as an object. He doesn't know how to like communicate.
So interesting.
That's why I won't watch porn anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would
stopped
you say?
ages
It's
ago.
the worstest thing you can do, bro. I liken it to a drug, and bro, instant dopamine. Anything to do with instant dopamine is just it's detrimental, bro.
So what would you say to a bloke that can talk to women, has no problem getting women, but still watches porn and still bad?
Oh, so you're looking for an excuse for you watching porn?
No, I'm trying to.
No, I'm joking. That. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why do
so
you think I'm asking the question, motherfucker?
no. Hey,
Because I've never seen a problem with it.
no,
until you
no, but you're not really. You're there's the ordinary person, and then there's the how old are you?
23 now.
There's the average 23-year-old, and then there's you. You're different too. Don't categorize yourself with them. So the average person, like you got brains.
No, I know, but it doesn't like if it's as dangerous as you're saying, and it's like a drug as much as you're saying.
Yeah.
Then
The more you do it, put it this way, the more you do it, the more desensitized you become to sex, and dirtier things have to turn you on, have to happen for you to be turned on.
You know-
There you go. Don't ever argue with me again, boy. I'm your daddy.
Fuck.
He knows, look you.
100%. The backdoor band and
Yeah, brother.
I've heard such a thing,
no,
bro.
that name in my life.
Do you understand what I'm saying, bro?
You didn't have to attack me like that.
No, I didn't attack.
Bro,
The message,
I get you.
look, I'll give you an example. When I was young, when we were young, with my brothers and that, so we're not familiar with that shit. So we'd see a girl in a bikini, would turn us on, make a dick out. When I was young, I would be batting to fathers like that.
bro,
But when we met up with the Arab kids at school, they're already batting to porn, bro. So by the time we're 16, 17, they're already going brothels and fucking this, that. So by the time they become young adults, nothing turns them on anymore. They have to go to the brothel. They have to get pissed on.
Yeah.
They have to fucking ass, make her eat her shit. Like, you got to do all that
Have you
shit.
ever heard of those cunts that like certain things that you're like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That's the effects of
That's
porn.
the effects of porn, bro. Like it drives you, like your likiness. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you're down a fucking.
No, that's
what
what I'm.
the fuck is wrong with me?
That's what I mean. Like when I was young, I used to watch a lot of porn, and then I got fascinated with anal porn. But anal porn it's a fucking sin because it's gay sex. That's what I mean. The more I watched it when I was young,
the more enticing.
I'm not into that shit anymore. But the more enticing, more things come, more things that you're not meant to be doing.
Yeah.
So if you do that, that will lead to excessive sex, lad, fucking, to the point. You see all those guys that have had so much sex that women don't turn them on anymore.
Yeah.
So they turn on men. What's after men? Children. So that pedophile shit, he started as a kid that got fucking sexually abused or whatever, turned to porn,
Carried on.
and then carried on from there. Like.
Hold on. So you're saying, I've always thought that people that were attracted to children were just fucked in the head.
No. That's a
From
traumatic issue from when they're young.
Really?
It's a sexual shit happened that traumatized the child. They either turn aggressive or really, really aggressive, or they turn really soft and turn gay.
Yeah, passive.
So that goes down that way.
Bro, I always thought they were just fucked from the start.
No. There's
So you
something
can
that happened.
create
That
them.
even gay people don't wake up gay. It's either a spiritual thing, or it's something happened when the kid was young early on.
Damn.
Bars, nigga.
There's no. All right. Like
Some
as
germs
much,
available.
but as bad as it is,
Yeah.
like as bad as the trauma is,
Yeah.
I don't see any time where a child should be sexualized.
That's what I mean. As you go, the sex, pornography. It's a fucking machine. Keep feeding the machine,
And then you're gonna end up in a place in a very dark place.
Nothing is gonna turn you on anymore.
Yeah.
So after men, the next step is kids. Like kids turn you on.
That's
Because the only thing that'll turn, like I got friends, like they go out gangbang this that, like women, like it's a natural thing to them, like going around fucking brothels, this that. We'd go to a house and there's 40 influencers there, and there's only a few of us in the city. Remember Pasquale?
Yeah.
We'll go there, everyone's chopping in every room. There's girls he that.
But
With
orgies and shit,
him, nothing turned him on. He was up to the point where he enjoyed pissing and getting pissed on.
damn.
Yeah. But he said he wasn't always like that. He goes, now the girl doesn't even turn me on anymore,
Yeah,
bro.
you have to bash
because
her.
I have to bash her. She has to be screaming. Like, it has to be like a form of rape, like your role
It'd be
playing.
funny, but because when it would be finished, she'd come out, she'd be black eye, fucking.
She'll be fucking
Bling,
crying,
bling,
like.
shit.
She'll be
She'd be
fucking
crying,
crying.
bro, like,
He's a
this is
fucking,
sick, bro.
he's a fucking animal. And he'll walk out and be like, oh fuck, I just had to mad this room. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's what I mean.
You know what? Hold on. I want to address something actually.
Yeah.
So that leads back to, remember what you said last episode?
Yeah.
About how every man has that desire within them that they have to control.
Oh, there was someone
Did
that
you
got
see
angry.
the comments?
There was someone that got angry.
Speak for yourself, mate. I don't think, all right, bro. Who are you trying to save?
Oh, we have a rainbow man.
We have
Look at the-
God's gift to the earth here, brother.
This goes back to the critical thinking, bro. Look at the whole context of everything that we're talking about. That's a fucking
you know what?
real. You know what I mean?
There was a girl that said, she goes, oh, what? So you just going around telling people that it's
rape
good,
is
that,
good.
that you can go rape everyone. I was like, you took. This woman has 7 kids, and she's probably angry because she's got a gaping watermelon hole in between her legs. It's not my fault, and you can't feel your man's dick anymore. But she took my words out of context. What I was, the message was like, every man battles, like the men that actually walk with God, they fell to women. What I was saying was. Like men, if men that walk with God fell to women, who are we?
100%.
You know what I mean?
This bloke, such bullshit, by the way. There's the bro's trying to justify rape. Speak for yourself, cuz, not everyone.
Surface level.
Stop it. Get some help. Grape is overstating. G. Only you would think that because you probably find it hard to pull.
Look. We have a wanker. Read the comment with the girl that she wrote.
Here we go. You ready? This is one of those conversations that should have stayed in your head.
Yeah. No. There was a comment that the girl made. Read that. Well, I went back at it.
Where you replied?
She deleted it.
Well,
I think she deleted it. I tried looking for it.
Yeah, because she looked like a fucking idiot. You know what? I replied to her.
Yeah, because you make them feel stupid.
No, I replied to her. I wanted to see where her head was at. But then when I seen her reply, she goes...
You can tell instantly.
So this is what she said. She was saying something along the lines of, oh, why are you spreading this message? You're like justifying rape and this, that. And I went back to her and I was like I told her what I said to you is like, you took my shit out of context. I was saying the struggles of a man, like it's always a battle in the brain. We lust for women, we this and that, but only women can control it. And the men that walk with God back in the day, they fell to women. So who are we as fucking like what we are now? I can't
find that comment.
And then after that, she comes back and goes, nah, this and that. Like I could tell from her reply that she just didn't like me. That didn't matter what I said. So she was like, only Catholics know about procreation. I was going to write back to her and say, bro, like you're idol worshippers. You pray to Mary and the saints. What are you talking about? Talk about the Bible, like.
Every single comment is negative against it.
Yeah.
This one superhero.
Yeah.
To me, this bloke is like Superman. All these blokes in here virtue signaling by trying to be like not me in quotations.
Indirectly.
They're either gay or they're just lying.
It's starting to make me feel 100%. Like he might be telling the truth. If it's not something that you can relate to, then why do you need to try so hard to convince people on social media?
What's his name?
His name is what a fucking hard cunt. skelly27_70.
Hey, shout out,
you are my hero.
Shout out.
That's a brain.
That's a critical thinker.
Yeah,
that's a brain.
They're the thinkers that we're trying to initiate here.
He literally said, if it's really not you, then why are you trying so hard to prove it in the comments?
Exactly.
To some random
people project when they're like,
what a fucking guy.
You know what those guys? What they really meant to say is, I didn't know that.
What a fucking guy.
100%. Yeah, sorry.
That is what we need more of.
100%. Hey, I got a question.
Tell me.
Is it possible to be in love with a woman but still have lust in your heart?
Yes.
Towards other women?
Yeah, towards
100%.
Not your women, towards other women.
That's the battles of a man. That's just us being as men. It's a battle.
I've genuinely never cheated in my life. Ever. Not once. All right?
Yeah.
I can't understate how hard that was.
You've lusted over every woman you saw.
Not every woman, but 90% of them, yeah.
Someone with a big ass, because that's your weakness.
Brother.
You want to run there? I'll catch you.
It's true. Hey, I'm not going to hide from it. Yeah,
100%, man.
And I'm telling you now, it's one of the hardest things, brother. When we went to Melbourne, lad, fuck, I was in a relationship.
That's what I mean.
At the
See
time.
the chicks just
the
hanging
way
around.
they throw themselves at you.
She
lad.
just hanging
The way your
around.
face lit up, brother.
Brother, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And the bloke comes up to us, yeah, lad, you want $800 an hour? As soon as he said that, I was like, nah, fuck no.
Yeah.
But point is,
You should have just looked for me, man. We'll hook it up.
I was in a
You know what you do?
relationship.
You know
at the
what you
time.
do with women like that? You just don't worry.
Feed
Just
him a
come.
bag,
We'll go
lad.
there. Just give him a line.
Feed
There.
him a bag.
She's not leaving,
Bro, the
brother.
whole stadium was looking at it.
Bro,
Not the whole stadium, but the
both of
whole...
them, they were both hot.
Are you talking about the one that I took the photos with?
No.
Yeah.
They were just random. No,
Yeah.
the ring girls.
Yeah, it was one of the ring
Yeah,
girls.
she was.
blonde
Yeah,
one
she
and
was.
the
Yeah,
brunette.
she was one. Yeah, that was the ring girl. It was the ring.
There was one time Mo's looking at me, the camera's pointing up, and he's like, lad.
That was them. There was two of them. That was them.
It wasn't the ring girls.
Yeah.
The ring girls were fucking rockets. lad.
Yeah.
Those two.
Nah, it wasn't the two. It was the ring girl. I know which one you're talking
Hey,
about.
shout out to Brian Amatruda. He runs those events. Hey, I always tell him, always kid his laugh like, yeah, what about them ring girls? The boys want to get hooked up. He goes, yeah, if you can talk to them.
Hey, listen, W cameraman, go watch that fucking vlog and you'll see I panned right down to us for you boys.
Hey, also, if we before we go on, hey, if any of you need any help with any camera stuff, weddings, events, promo, podcasting, hit up Momo Media. His Instagram's on the bottom of the screen.
Thank you.
And also, if you need a trainer, because Timmy's he's one of those ones, bro. He just with my brother, he's just laid back, bro. It's just after we record the podcast, he doesn't even watch him, bro. He's just like, oh yeah, when are we doing the next one? So if any of you need a PT, hit up Timmy's Instagram's on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but right there.
If you can afford it, it's expensive. But you're getting proper training, food plan.
If you can fucking hack it, brother, it's not for the weak, bro.
Yeah, hard.
He is not for the weak. The way that he makes me want to fucking leave and never come back when he trains me.
And the reason why the programs or the training is so expensive is because he doesn't like his time wasted. So if you're gonna fuck him around, at least you're paying what his hourly rate.
100%. No one wants their time wasted, bro.
It's not even about that, it's
because some of them, a lot of I stopped doing the clients and that because cunts will they'll bullshit just so we hang out at the gym. So I'm like, and I wasn't charging these motherfuckers. I genuinely wanted to help people. But this time you slug them so you know you're fucking around for $800 an hour.
Not even that, but with him, it's the knowledge, lad.
Yeah.
He's studied for a long time on the very finite space that no one goes to.
Like, who'd want to do a few years? Who'd want to do a few years at uni and then get fucked around by a guy that wants you to tell him that he's doing well when really he's not. He's eating whatever.
Of course. So if you can hack it, hit up to you, lad. He'll transform you. He'll change you, lad. Like me, I was 12 kilos heavier than this when I first met you.
Hey, in GMP 10, me and my brothers, bro, we do a little thing that we go help the homeless and that. What we do, we go buy blankets and do all the other stuff as well. But yeah, without putting too much out there, because I hate those guys that go fucking film that shit.
Yeah.
But the proceeds from using that GMP 10, we can use that to help that benefit or help benefit those people that are in need. So please use that code when you buy that the apparel. PJ, shout out PJ.
There was a lady I was speaking to. I don't know if I still got a number. They do things for the homeless and that, you know, what the social seals and that.
Yeah.
I spoke to her ages ago when we were doing the vlog. She reached out because I dropped it on the episode.
Yeah.
But if she's watching, can you get in contact with me? Because there's a few things we want to do for charity this year.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, I just said that just if you can use that one, whatever's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the sex topics.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I like talking about it.
Yeah.
Because you're a freaky man, that's why.
No.
Stop watching porn, cunt.
You're a frivolous boy.
Here we go. Discuss with me.
They're actually showing love to you these days, man.
Who, the haters?
Yeah, they're not flaming you as much.
No, they're actually showing love to you. Just let him talk, man.
I started shutting the fuck up and they started loving me. So, alhamdulillah.
Bismillah.
Discuss the downfall of sex outside of marriage. Soul ties. I'm just reading from my notes, so I know it seems
that's the soul ties. That's exactly what we said before. That's exactly what we said before. Sex outside of marriage makes your marriage sex life hard.
Yeah, bro.
Because you shouldn't have you shouldn't know what good sex is.
And there's always going to be that comparison, bro.
For men, it's a lot easier to tame it, but to women, it's hard because you should be the only one that's the best route that she's ever had. Yeah.
I was gonna.
It goes back into the porn thing.
Yeah, it does,
the more porn, the more sex you have out of marriage. You desensitize yourself to the relationship.
And it's like vibrators. Stay away from them.
Yeah, what are we saying?
No, it adds to the curiosity of the mind. There should never be any curiosity in the mind between a relationship. But the only way that dynamic can be ruined is if they've had sexual partners before. So if you've had, that's why men value women that don't have high body counts. Because they know that's been ruined. Their mindset, they're carrying a lot of baggage from other relationships.
100%.
And it's harder to deal with them emotionally
mentally,
because they have to go to an emotional place to be with that person physically.
So the mental baggage will always be there as long as they address being emotional in the relationship.
Yeah, but you're dealing with that baggage, bro, that soul tie.
Yeah, so the terms of the biblically soul ties is so everything's spiritual, like. So when you have sex with someone, there's a soul tie and it can't be taken apart. So women have a tendency to inherit characteristics of partners they've slept with.
Yeah. Scientists are just figuring it out
So
now.
there's
Yeah,
a
see,
spiritual
scientists are figuring that, but we know that from the Bible.
So that's a spiritual transaction. So it's more than physical, bro. And people don't feel like it's anything. Yeah, you banged her, this and that. Oh, I slept with this guy, but you don't know, bro, that he's fucking implanted his DNA in you, and you're carrying the characteristics of him.
And you wonder why
for
you
the rest
dream,
of your life, and you're wondering why you think the way you think.
and you're dreaming of other men, and you're fucking.
And then you're still thinking of him, but you're having dreams of him. Like, bro, I had a dream with my fucking ex. Like,
It's a soul tie.
Talking to your best mate. Yeah, I had a dream with my ex the other night. You know.
I'm the same because of the soul tie. You have dreams from 2 relationships before, and it has to be broken by a unity with God. But that's going back into religion again, bro. Not everyone's religious.
Yeah, so sex outside of fucking wedlock, bro, in general.
Exactly,
bro,
it's the same
bad.
answer for porn.
Yeah.
What's the most fucked up place you ever had sex?
In church.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Bars. How did you pull that off?
Huh? Tell him. My dad used to be a pastor, lad.
Yeah.
And look, in Edmonton, everyone, I'm gonna get grilled. This is, huh?
The ad day.
Yeah, no.
Not
Start
just
again and
somewhere.
answer somewhere else.
No, fuck that. Just don't answer that one. Yeah.
Just
No. Wait.
Answer it, but
I want
not
you to
there.
expand on it.
Huh? I'm not going to explain it. So the worst place I ever had sex, most fucked up place is church. I'm not going to explain nothing after that. That's all you're getting. It's a fucked up story.
bruh.
But yeah.
Fucking worst place I've
Because
had.
people that don't deserve to be thrown under the bus is going to be thrown under, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Out of respect for certain
I
people.
respect your decision.
Out of respect for certain people, I'm not going to go
I
into
won't
it.
push it.
Yeah.
Worst place, bro, I could think of is a fucking sauna.
A sauna.
Yeah, almost
Would've
passed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, lad. What the fuck?
In the heat of it, yeah. It was
In
just
the heat of
fucking-
the moment, yeah.
In the heat of the night.
Second day in,
Marco.
hey, second day in, bro. You're with some fucking random,
Yeah,
bro. You just fucking, you're toey,
yeah.
you're lit.
This
you
was
fucking-
back, eh?
Wait, back in the time. Yeah, sauna.
Fuck, that's insane.
Yeah, crazy, bro. That's probably the most fucked up place I've had.
But you know, yeah. So the sauna, there was the girl that I was arguing with. She goes to me, "You're walking STD." Like people think that I've got a massive body count. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't. I've just done some fucked up shit when I was on it. My body count's probably under 20, bro.
Under 20.
Yeah, under 20.
Really?
I've always been in a relationship.
No.
I've been dating since I was 16. So in between, I have breaks like a few months, and we'll do what I do there.
Dead set.
Yeah, under 20, lad. It's not a lot.
That's
I've had
impressive.
the story that they have heard about is like brothel behaviour. Like.
Yeah, but all right, going to a brothel once or twice.
But I
doesn't
have
make you
never.
a fucking high body count.
I'm not one that. You know, when the only time that I do anything fucked up is when I'm on drugs and alcohol. But normally I have 3 sisters, bro. So we're naturally we're respectful to women.
very cultured,
I would
bro.
never ever. You know me straight. I will never ever be rude or disrespectful towards a woman or even cheat because I've got sisters. I don't want someone to do that to me. But when Johnny has when the microwave, but when you hear the microwave, ding, fella, he's a different man. That's why
every single thought, like.
that's one of the reasons with my intrusive thoughts. That's why we don't do cocaine anymore. Yeah, it's been a few years like we don't touch it anymore because of that. The demon comes out. Demon, what is your name? John.
Come on, demon. Reveal yourself.
Yeah, what were you saying?
African church guys.
Yeah. Mugada, mugumbu.
I ask you a lot to protect my son. Protect him from the demons.
There was one of African. He was grabbing. What was he saying?
I love African
I
people.
don't remember what
I
it was.
love
demon.
Come on, demon.
No, there was one where
lady?
he's talking about the pussy.
Oh yeah, and he was grabbing her. He's full grabbing him. Yeah, come on, demon.
Go on, the guy talking about pussy.
leave
Like,
her alone.
he's talking about wet pussy and juicy pussy.
no way.
And in the comments, they're like, "Oh, one of the girls that hit up in church didn't want to give it up." Demon, come on, have the pussy. Don't wet pussy. Like, full talking about thing in church.
Bro, I love the Africans, bro. I love
There was a
African
smart ass question you were going to say because I seen you smiling at your screen. What is it?
Hit it.
people. Nah, there's
Hit
no
it, like-
smart ass question.
Yeah,
I was
there's-
just laughing because I slipped through the cracks and didn't have to answer the question.
Answer the question. What was it?
Motherfucker, I didn't realize.
Answer it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the most fucked up place I've ever had sex was in that girl's dad's bed.
Oh, that's not fucked up.
That's all, bro.
That's life, lad.
I always do it in like pretty safe
That's probably a
scenarios.
hectic place, bro. It's a mad because you don't like that, do you?
Nah, different.
Yeah. Bro. This goes back in the that hobbies.
Where's the work boots? Give me the-
Fucking hell. That's what, every time you see the ad day, you'd be like, you don't know what
Not that, no, different. Way back. I
Oh,
was
way
like
back, way
fucking-
back.
Yeah, I was
Way
like
back? Oh, yeah.
16, 17.
Yeah.
so.
Must have been 12, mate. You fucking-
You know that meme of Shaq when he has the hot wing and he's like, oh no, Idris Elba, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Idris Elba actually met him, bro.
Yeah, I saw the photo.
Oh yeah, fuck, he did. Hey.
He came out to the studio in I just walked in because they locked the door. He was working with one of the producers, like they were signing the Cash Money ages ago. I walked in, one of the boys had the key for it. Well, I just walked in, you just seen his face. He was looking at me like that. I go, yeah, I'm the Rock, but the Tongan version.
Fuck, I remember that because he sent me a photo of her. Fuck. That was years. What year was that?
That was.
You still with Will that time?
Well, yeah, but we've shout out to Allstar when we had the Burger Bros in Maryville.
Yeah, hard. Hey, is Will still doing music in that?
Oh yeah, I think he's still doing. I think he still talks to Soul, but we lost contact with everyone else. We just been doing our own thing.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the biggest driving force behind all of the moves we've been making the past year?
The driving force.
Yeah. What gets
He's
you out
used
of bed
to-
every day?
Yeah, probably the just we've used to as well. Like doing the socials and that, and to have used to on board, it's very motivating to me, because we all have the same vision, same goal. So my brother motivates me a lot. You motivate me as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
lot.
hard to find that type of shit these days.
Yeah.
Especially cunts that are on a critical thinking level, positive minded, that are actually like wanting to have better for themselves.
Yeah, like
Because
this-
everyone else is about simple pleasures, bro.
Like, hey guys, I talked to the boys about the podcast, and they're like, nah, it's because you're on it. I'm like, nah, it doesn't happen without any three of us, lad. Like if Mo's not here, it won't be the same. If Tim's not here, it won't be the same. I'm just the guy that brings the eyes, but everyone likes the dynamic of the conversation. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone likes the dynamic of the conversation. You couldn't get the version of me out of anyone else, like from any other crew, like if we're with other people. You know what I mean?
I'm very happy with your answer, but my question was more like, so for example, what goal are you heading towards that gets you out of bed every morning? That was sort of, I asked the question wrong.
Yeah, no. I answered it in terms of like used to, like what motivates, like.
What is your end goal? Like for me, I'm gonna say mine first to give you an idea of what the answer is, but like what you
It can be answered in many ways. That was
Yeah. But mine is single mothers. I want to start a foundation for single mothers.
Yeah.
Because seeing
Oh,
what
you're
Hannah
talking
went through.
about an end result.
End
Yeah,
result. What's your end goal?
Oh, you mean the end result?
Yeah.
So
What gets you out of bed?
So yours is single
I
mother.
want to single mother foundation. Lad.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that no woman that deserves the fucking help has to go through what my mum went through.
Yeah.
So that's my end goal. That's why I get out of bed
That's
every day.
deep, lad. It's deep.
Yeah. It's all from the trauma
Yeah.
like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
What would you say is your end goal?
What's your end goal?
Bro, just to be a pillar of mental health, bro. It's something I've suffered, bro. It's a personal issue with me. And bro, there's not enough people talking about it. Not enough people
That's
running
what
the ball up.
every episode will always touch on.
That's what we always touch on it. Like, bro, like some people would say that, like, bro, how much times can you wring a fucking wet towel, you know?
Yeah,
But bro, it's a pressing issue, bro. And there's people out there suffering. And bro, because I suffered in
Only a
silence,
kid would say that.
bro, there's people that suffered in silence, and I was one of them, bro. And sometimes the way that I used to learn, like you tell me to stay away from the light, I'll go play with the light and burn the fuck out of my hand, and that's why. And I'm sometimes and because I'm like that, I gotta hear the message over and over and over and over again. And then sometimes, bro, that you hear that one time, that the way that you interpreted it, and it's like bang, bro. Because not every time we talk about this, it's gonna hit
Changes
someone
every time.
Yeah, because it changes. Because we're going deeper and deeper every episode. We're not gonna go fucking pull our pants down and bend over the whole.
You know what else,
yards,
though?
bro, in the first episode, you know what I mean?
You know what else though? But even touching on back to the algorithm, the way the algorithm works, if you don't repeat yourself, there's going to be people that miss out.
100%.
No, like trauma, that's a lifelong battle. Like, it doesn't matter how much time is. If you want to if you don't want to listen to it, then go and go log into TikTok and do a dance with your missus.
Yeah, hard. And bro, and the one thing is,
TikTok's the platform.
That's true.
Hey, that's such a specific violation.
Bro, TikTok's the platform of the simple-minded simps.
I feel like it's the Colosseum, mate, TikTok, bro. Yeah. Like you gotta go, bro. You gotta put your gladiator suit and go in there, fucking.
I get scared every time.
When I see some of the shit my brother posts, I'm like, fuck this cunt, bro. He's got thick skin, bro.
You know what? Because I'm I know the way people are, bro. I'm very good at these social media games. I'm the best at it.
Yeah.
What were you saying back to what you were saying?
Yeah, like I'm just to be a pillar for it.
Yeah.
Not be a pillar like I'm gonna be some fucking president or some
Fucking
shit.
oath, nah,
bro, Tim, I'm telling you,
at least talk the truth.
Bro, the stuff that you've spoken, I haven't heard anyone in the Australian platform speak about this.
Yeah, bro. And
Because you sit there and try to play a character that you're tough and you don't have trauma, but you fucking do because you're cheating on your missus. And where does that come from? You
yeah,
fuck with.
comes from the home, brother. How do
Yeah.
you interpret love with your mum and dad, brother? You know? Bars. We can go all day. We can go all day with this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
hard.
You know what I mean? But that's why I
They
always
think we're just blabbing shit, bro.
go on my Instagram, you'll see that real nigga shit.
Yeah.
Knowledge,
You know what I mean?
knowledge comes from knowledge. We know because knowledge comes from trauma and pain.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You interpret that shit right, bro. You can be the fucking another pillar for
Like,
people to fucking listen to. But
People that are hurt are the smartest people in the world.
yeah,
Like.
bro. If you see past the fucking bullshit that you go through, man, you honor like the truth, like you really be yourself and you fucking work through your shit, bro. The gems of life that you get and the person that you become on the other side, bro. The law of polarity, bro, is fucking powerful, bro. And it can fucking speak volumes,
Yeah.
bro. And the person that you are to your kids in the future, bro, will be fucking your lifetime investment.
Let
bro,
them cook, nigga.
lifetime investment, brother, will fucking come back tenfold.
Yeah.
But that's my end goal, bro. Just to speak the truth, bro, honor the truth, and do it with people that I love, bro. That's it.
You'll save lives,
my
though.
man.
You're saving lives straight out because you never know, bro. There's one message can change someone's life.
Bro, 100%, bro. And one message can be told a different, like a lot of different ways, bro. And just if that one way gets through to that one person, bro, sparks that fucking intelligence.
Worth the effort.
I've done my job.
With me, it's I'm just enjoying the journey, lad.
Yeah?
This whole thing's a healing.
That's crazy.
With me, this is a whole healing journey for me, lad.
That's
The
crazy.
end result for me is to be at church, but whoever I can help along the way, I'm gonna help.
Fuck
You know why that's crazy? Because everyone gets fixated on the end
Lad.
goal and on the end destination. They forget to stop and smell the flowers.
You know what I always forget? Every single time, there's always been a pivotal moment in my life where I'd sit back and I think, I missed that time.
Same.
I missed 2 years ago, and I always got to remind myself. I got to remind myself. I got to remember to enjoy this moment now.
It reminds me every day.
Because a year later, we're going to miss this.
You know, my brother,
I miss living at the old place. I miss when I stay. See, we know we're staying in Smithfield. I miss. Fuck.
bro, you know when we used to go around.
You get lost in the sauce that much, you forget to enjoy the moment.
He mentioned it one time. He's like, bro, fuck, we're gonna miss this. Like, what do you mean, bro? And he's like, bro, this time we're not gonna have it back again. And then after it resonated, and I'm like, fuck, he's actually right, bro. And then we when you reminisce, you know, when you think about, fuck, say, remember that time, this and that.
Yeah, I
and
missed
you're like,
that.
fuck, bro, like, bro, it's actually true, bro. Like the moment that we are in, if you don't uphold it, bro, we lose that, bro. You know what I mean? And then we end up fucking
literally
Mate,
today in the elevator.
imagine a year from now, mate, we're going to be, remember when we were recording back at Thing, lad? You missed that.
Literally
from now,
today in the elevator, I said to him, bro, I can't wait till we just don't have to carry all this equipment fucking up to the thing and set up.
You're
and
going to
then-
miss it, bro.
And then he's like, yeah, hard. It's going to be gangster, but you're going to miss it. I was like, what do you mean? I'm holding a box, motherfucker. I'm not going to miss this.
These are the
He
times
goes,
we're
you're
gonna
going to
remember.
fucking miss it.
That's
I'm like,
Because
fucking true,
sometimes you get stuck just in life with the battles of life, like you forget. Like you start worrying about all your problems, but sit back and think, fuck, I could have been in a better, worse position than now.
it's
I guess
crazy
enjoy
because
it.
I feel like
Don't you enjoy the simple going home and kissing your mum on the cheek?
Yeah, bro.
Imagine later on,
Brother.
say Mo, you become famous on all this other shit, lad, and you can't do that. Mum, I'm stuck in Dubai. I'm shooting the boys' content. This and that. You're gonna miss those simple times, lad. You know what I mean?
And that's a gem. I enjoyed the journey.
wow.
Because with me, there were so many times where Mum, I could have went and checked up on them, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And they're the ones. That's why it's value, lad. There's value in. Like with memories, bro, no one can take them from you, lad.
Yeah.
So always like honor them, lad.
Honor the journey, brother.
Bro, it's crazy because when I was 18, lad,
Oh yeah,
I thought I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. I thought I had all these problems.
yeah.
Thinking back now, I
Yeah.
feel like that now
You
still.
had a good life.
But I'm like, bro, me at 18, I had fucking everything going on, bro.
Hard, bro.
This was before I done my back.
Yeah.
This is before anything. I was fit, healthy,
Nah,
strong.
there's one thing. Don't disregard what you've been through. Pain's pain, lad. No matter what
Of
level.
course, lad, but
Yeah.
it's just crazy to think, bro. Those days in the studio where all the boys were there,
It's just,
music.
it's just the way that you receive it and deal with it's different.
Yeah,
But it's all the same.
Yeah, hard.
You can't compare pain and say someone went through worse than that person,
of course.
because someone could have kicked you and you felt the same as him that got raped.
Yeah.
And the feelings are the same, like you know, right?
Yeah, I get you. Everyone's problems are valid.
Yeah, everyone
100%.
interprets, but even though I said everyone interprets love different,
Same thing.
but it's the same thing with pain. Everyone interprets pain. I can handle a lot more than other people. Lad. Yeah,
That's interesting. It's just the glory days. Everyone has glory days, huh?
yeah.
Wow, it's crazy. You were saying to me earlier that a man's prime is when 30 to 40.
Tim, what is it? Tim, is it 30 to 40 days?
Yeah, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah. They're only realising that now.
Yeah, because that takes time for us to build. We got to fucking. There's a lot of shit we got to go. Yeah,
So 20 is where you fuck up, 30 is where you learn, and 40 is where you apply.
yeah.
That's wild.
Apply that pressure, boy.
Do you know why that's wild?
Apply,
Because
and
I'm
then
23,
50,
yeah?
50 when you give back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
No, Tim, but don't you reckon you can apply and give back? Because when you apply,
true. 100%.
Anyway, I that blew my mind. Like, I'm 23, and I feel like I'm so behind.
fuck up as much as you can, bro.
Yeah.
But that's a good mentality to
Trust
have.
me, I
man.
do, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hard.
I feel like I'm so behind. And then this bloke said to me today, bro, don't worry, your prime is like 30, 40.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How many people you know? Sorry to cut you off.
But if I knew the ages of that or what I told you back then, fuck, I would have lived life different.
Right,
just from that small,
100%.
just from that small 20 fuck up, 30 thing.
you have the last laugh, bro. Because how many of your mates you know that are doing what you're doing? They're either out partying.
The only people I keep around me,
Yeah.
the only people I keep around me are the boys that are in on this with
But
us.
say for argument's sake.
Other mates, there's hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And they're all doing their own
Every
regular
23-year-old I know can't conversate with them.
Yeah.
You can't conversate with these motherfuckers.
You know when I first met you, Mo, and I found out your age, I was like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
And then when
Here we go, Mr. Know-it-all.
Yeah, no. And then when I started throwing questions at him and he could shoot back, I'm like, bro. And then after,
That's when the
when I
respect
got to know
changed,
him,
man.
and then the respect changed.
Bro, you know, I actually noticed that.
I messaged my brother
Bro, I was
straight
sitting
away.
there. Hold on. It was weird because the way you behaved when I first met you was so different. And then maybe 2 months in, it would have been like 2 months in approximately, probably on the third or fourth video, I just started receiving all love from every angle.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck did I do? Oh, last video must have been really fucking good. What the fuck?
No. Well, because you got to be a certain way to be around me, my brother, because we're very honest.
Yeah.
So if there's any, like it always happens with us, we go, like people come around us, they're good at the start, but then they annoy us after because they're just full of shit. We don't like liars or people like, when we got you, and then we were like, nah, he's actually switched on, this cunt. So we were like, fuck him. We're like, Mo's a good
anyone
cunt.
with sense, bro. Critical thinkers, but that's the best way to put it. If you can think for yourself and honour the truth,
That's going to be the name of this,
way.
critical thinking.
Yeah, bro. You can go a long way in life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everyone's playing a character. My brother said it the best. He goes, bro, so many cunts here, bro. They're so scared to talk about fucking pressing topics and they're scared to be who they are. And one thing that my brother always upholds is honesty, bro. So whenever we're around him, we got to uphold that too. That's why it's so fucking
you
good
can
this
say
time.
whatever
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck you want.
It was never ever just for you motherfuckers at the surface level. Thinkers like they think that it's not just because we're on the platform. I've been like this from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Women like back when the thing I used to make girls cry because they'd be ugly. I'd be like, nah, I don't talk to you ugly, and you smell like sweat, and I'll go back and cry to their parents. Ever since I was young, it's just always been honest. I'll get it from my father.
It's been fucking controversial.
I'll get it from my father because my father's very direct and he doesn't lie.
Yeah, hard.
That's not me trying to be like him. I just inherited it from him.
No, it's a trait. Yeah, you inherit
And that's why a lot of people have bad things to say because I'm a prick.
Yeah.
They'll ask me something, I'll give them the honest answer.
Women don't want the honest answer, do they? Like, they
Bro,
want you
you
to
know
tell them
me-
they look good in that dress.
Women want you to package the message for them in a way where, because there's a way you can tell the truth and a way you can package it. Now, with my business, when you ask them, I know how to word it.
You know how to ribbon it.
Because I love her.
Instead
But
of
for
saying-
anyone else, take that dress off, bro. You look
Instead
like a
of saying
peacock.
the dress looks stupid, you say, I reckon this is a better vibe. So is that what you're saying?
Whatever.
Instead of saying like you look fat in that dress, you'd be like, oh, I think this would be a better option.
No, now I word it different because now women are emotional.
Yeah, but how would you word
So
it?
if there's a thing, another one looked at it because it shows the body. So I'm like, what would you wear that for? Like, or like I'm with you. Like, don't do that. Like it's gonna cause people to look, and I'm gonna get upset because I'm very territorial. I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah, okay.
Like I love you, this that, but really in my head I'm thinking, fucking take it off, I'll slap you. Well, you want to show that ass is more? Well, I'm the only one that looks like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hard.
But I'll never say that too because it's
Yeah, of course. I had a mad question. I forgot
back in the day, all these distracted boy.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it's
You can
honest.
say
It's
anything
honest.
you want about him.
It's an honest platform, man.
But the reason that he has my respect is because of his honesty. That
Yeah.
that's I swear to God, the day that I gained that respect for him was when I realized it wasn't just an act and it was actually who the fuck he
Yeah,
is.
100%. And there's a lot of envy and hate that comes behind being like that, because people admire the bold, but then they don't like it because you have to hear the truth.
But they get called out on their
But
bullshit.
they don't have the balls to do it themselves, so they admire it. So it's like a catch-22 sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I like this cunt, but fucking I hate what he says, bro.
I bet you know what I say
and
to
that's
his
the
face,
majority of the
but-
cunts in the comments, bro.
Because to be around people like that, you have to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of people don't like to be around me.
yeah, hard.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, none of them will say it to his his face. Like,
Like,
it's
I don't-
always behind a
yeah.
fucking screen or a keyboard, some shit.
Yeah,
Up there, what,
Use
bro,
a 1, 2, 3, 4, 69,
Bro.
but
yeah.
It's always some.
Yeah,
fucking
people just
bum.
always say, you know, these, bro, fuck. But the one thing we do honor the truth, like we don't fucking.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, at least you guys know you come here for genuine fucking yarn, and it's
Yeah.
good.
Like to sit there and picking like the guy that how he goes to he goes, bro, every time he talks his stuff, for you to sit there and think about the wrong things, like receive the message. don't sit there and
Yeah,
look
but-
because there's nothing else you can think of.
All right, but you know what? All right, all of the knowledge and everything aside.
Why are you in a shit mood? Does no one acknowledge you at work? Is that why you're angry? So why you got to come sit here and you got to pick on the?
All of the knowledge aside, let's say we were just talking
poppy,
shit,
yeah.
yeah? What about me is annoying? I don't get it.
Huh?
What about me
It's
is
a
annoying?
problem with him. It's got
I
nothing to
know,
do with
but like, I don't fucking understand.
yeah.
it's a problem with himself, bro.
I've never had anyone come up to me.
Hurt people.
Maybe he almost crashed the
What
forklift,
the
fam.
fuck did you
Maybe
just
he,
say?
maybe he,
Hurt people, bro.
That's crazy.
yeah,
bro.
they do.
Bars.
nigga.
I've
Yeah.
never had a single person come up to my face and tell me something negative.
Yeah,
Never
because-
once.
bro,
They
because-
never will. They never will.
Yeah.
And back in the day when we were in school and that, and
Yeah.
someone said something, there'd be a chin check. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. Doesn't matter.
Socials like takes your mind sometimes. It make it. You know the brain, part of your brain that's petty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a very, very, very petty person.
Oh, but I'm the king of petty.
Bro, the only time I admitted that I'm not the pettiest man in the room was when this motherfucker walked in.
I'm the, I'm the
Sometimes I have to calm my brother down. I'm like, bro,
The only
you have to
time-
fucking say that. He's like, fuck this fucking guy.
The only time,
What should I do to him, bro?
The first time in my life,
fucking.
the first time in my life I admitted there's someone pettier than me was this motherfucker right here.
There's
He will go above and beyond.
Lad, there's some shit that's gonna come out in the next few episodes, lad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about some people. Oh, mate, it's petty. It's petty.
I'm very petty, bro. I like to show, but I like to do it with success.
Yeah.
I like to hit him with that success. Like.
Bro, I can't be petty, bro. You know what
Why?
it is for me? Because I feel like I'm dumbing myself down to him.
Yeah, that's he always
Like
tells me
the
this. He
level
always
of
says,
intelligence is so totally different. Why am I gonna come and scoop myself down? It's like me crawling. So if I'm walking somewhere and then it's me crawling down to him and trying to justify myself to them, I was like, bro, fuck
Damn.
what you got to think.
Okay.
Like, bro, I'm on my own way. Like, if you're gonna be a dumb cunt, and when you realize you're a dumb cunt, then you're gonna be even more like of a dumb cunt. You're like, fuck, bro. He was
I
actually
see your
right.
point.
you know
I see your
me, bro. I
point.
can't do that, lad.
This guy would double back, yeah.
Someone here, brother. Lad, if someone,
3 steps.
lad, someone will sit there. I can't. Look, with me, bullshitters rub me up the wrong ways.
Yeah.
So if someone's there and they're straight out lying to me, lad, this nigga got to get pulled up, lad. Because I feel like they're calling me dumb by lying to me, like
Yeah.
bullshitting in my face. You know what I mean?
I get your point, and I get your point.
Fuck, like,
but
that
I feel
rubs
like
me wrong.
the
Like.
reason I like to kill him with the success is because you're not stooping down to the level. You're just doing it despite him.
But you answer petty with petty, lad. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers aren't thinking like that.
He's smart, bro. But
They're not.
So
the way
yeah,
my brother
hard.
is, bro, I like because the way that he addresses issues. There's some issues that I face in life that I should have my brother's approach to it. But I choose not to because my philosophy is, bro, if he's going to talk shit, let him talk shit to himself and run himself in circles. I'm not going to believe it. He's just lying to himself. But my brother is like, nah, fuck this cunt. I want to pull him up and let him know that I know he's full of shit. You know what I mean? So it's two different answers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
I
I
know
feel-
he's full of shit, but my brother wants to let him know that he knows he's full of shit.
Yeah, because
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like they think they're smarter than me. Like you're trying to, you're tying your undies in a knot, brother. Like they'll say some shit, and I'm like, no, I fucking seen you do this, brother. You're fucking. Oh no, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then that's the end of the relationship. The friendship's gone, finished.
I feel like the best kind of man can sort of do both, right?
Yeah.
He can take from your book and take from
Oh
your
yeah,
book.
100%. There's sometimes
There's time.
There's sometimes you gotta nip it in the butt, yeah.
Sometimes you make an exception for certain people, but majority when they hit me like that, it rubs me bad. Like,
Yeah. And
Like
there's
he's telling me not to reply, and he's like, "Nah, because with me, I've got a curious brain, and I just need to know, like, who do you think you are?" So when that person, when I replied to that girl, I wanted to see where her brain was at, and then when by her response, I knew she didn't like me because what I said made sense, and then when she wrote back there, I was like, "Bruh, she just hates me." Like,
Hey, mind you, I knew exactly what sense she was making. That she didn't make sense, and I knew my brother was justified. But I was like, I had the approach of me being me. I was like, watch. He'll find out that he's smarter than her. I already knew what the outcome was gonna be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my approach would have been different. Not saying that it was wrong when you done. You know what I mean?
I'm just curious. I need to know. Who the fuck do you think you are?
yeah. Like, bro, like you know, us, we're not dumb people, and everything's calculated, bro. If we say something, we stand 110 toes down behind it. We don't just say it and like, oh no, I was wrong. Bro, come here and we'll, as a cat, I don't know about the Catholic religion. Come on here and I'll debate you about your own religion. But they won't do that because she's got 7 kids to look after.
And there's what do you say? It's like a cabbage. What was it? It's like a cabbage or something.
Huh? What do you mean?
The legs is
no, watermelon, brother. Watermelon, bro. She's squatting watermelons.
Fucking hell.
It's crazy. The ones that have no brain to them are the loudest. It makes no sense.
Yeah, the loudest voices, bro, are the ones that have nothing to fucking, no intellect at all.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of rats, lad. That's what I
no.
I'm petty, but I'm petty in a weird way, lad.
Yeah, I'm petty in every way you could possibly describe.
That's why I gave you the crown. I was like, brother, take it if you really want to take it. Fuck, it's crazy.
I'm quite calm, petty, bro.
Yeah.
I won't say it. I'll just let him run around.
Yeah, he used to do it to us growing up, bro.
Fuck off.
I sit there and I talk to him, and he's done this to me 1,000 times.
Yeah.
He's seen the thing, or he knows what it is. He's already studied or looked into it, and he'll just let me explain to see if I get it right. And I clicked onto him. I was like, yeah, you're fucking doing it. That guy, you piss himself laughing. He'll do the same thing to me. He used to do it all the time. He'd be like, you fucking dog.
You know, with you boys, I really,
now that's what I ask him. I go, no, tell me.
I really underestimated you boys at the beginning. I underestimated you at the beginning.
What, you think we're just going to come here and talk about rappers?
No, not the podcast. At the beginning of our friendship.
Guys messaged us. So I know someone messaged on the thing and goes, oh, you should have guests. I'm like, we're doing the platform a disservice if we brought some little rappers on here. Because, you know, rappers are like, 80% of them lie in the music industry here and in America is like the WWE. It's like wrestling, it's fake.
Anyone that comes on this platform, they're going to be people of intelligence and someone that has a high standing and a good outlook on life and a critical thinker.
And Abra.
And I feel
these guys want us to. Oh, he's gonna kill you for laughing, bro. Abra, Mo was the only one who laughed.
I swear.
Hey, wait a second. I said and Abra.
Yeah, but why'd you laugh?
It was an insult. A direct shot. It wasn't the laugh that was the problem.
I'm gonna snitch on him tomorrow.
That was a direct insult. I love Abra. He's a good dude. We just beef.
Abra's one of the brothers.
He's one of our. He's one of my favorite. I love him.
What were you saying?
People of high standing, bro, because. There's not a lot of critical thinkers, brother. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth, bro. And the people that are going to be on this platform are people that are going to be free thinkers.
Like, what are we going to go get a fucking rapper for? Go watch all these other guys ask them the questions. How long have you been rapping for? Oh, yeah. So, look, when did you start doing the music? Who the fuck is dumb is going to watch that? It's like the music that they send out. And like to listen to that type of shit, these fucking jargon.
Wrong platform, brother.
Wrong platform.
You're expecting that, go somewhere else.
You don't like that, then fuck off to all the other podcasts here. I don't know. Go jump on one of these fucking footy podcasts. And go talk about kicking the ball around. But yeah.
I don't know any of the other podcasts in Australia straight out.
Yeah.
Like I really don't. Because I'm not in the podcast space. But straight out, like if
there there's no space here.
There isn't.
In America, it's oversaturated. But here, there's a lot of people. But why would you do a podcast just talking about a specific thing when you can talk about the whole board, lad? You know what I mean? You limit yourself to what you speak about. But watch how many people are going to come out. There's no one that's attached to the culture the way we are.
Facts.
To music, hip hop, like,
and to be honest,
me and my brothers, we've always, since we were young, the music, the culture of America, we've always been attached to. That's why my music sounded different. Yeah, that's why it always sounded different. It was always ahead.
Always ahead of the time.
Like even in just the way we think to the music, to the fucking what we're into. Like,
and people should know what by now, by the way.
We're culturally in tune to America, not here.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah,
100%. And bro, to be honest, man, there's not a lot of people out there that are going to be willing to like. Go to the deep waters that we do, like, bro. We talk about a lot of deep pressing shit,
we could have been cancelled 5 times already.
Bro, imagine bringing a rapper on and asking him about trauma issues, bro. What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say, bro? He's got a character to maintain.
You know what I mean? There was actually a comment I forgot to mention.
Because they don't want to normalise being who they are. That's unfortunately they're perfect. People like the individuals like that are perfect for the music because it's all about portraying images.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, like these dickheads don't even know that. Like they
sell a story.
Like you know them with the whole music persona that they have here. In America, the same corporations that own the record labels own the private jail systems. It's all big business. But here they serve, like I said, they're surface level. There, it's music. We love for the love of music to spread pain. They don't know that Africa Bombada was part of the agenda to start hip hop to do that.
Yeah, bro.
It all goes. It's all behind.
Oh, it's time for conspiracy theory.
No, it all goes back to emasculating the black man, but That's another sub. That's
Tell me.
Yeah.
Fuck, if next time, I want this time. I want to know.
So the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
So the 12 tribes of Israel were descendants of Jacob, lad.
Okay.
If you're familiar with biblical text, you can look all this shit up. Like if you look, you'll find it. So he had 12 children. And he gave more names, and they later formed the 12 tribes of Israel, lad. So they're saying that all humans are descendants from these 12 tribes. But a lot of it got lost in history.
So every human on earth now is a descendant of those 12
Yeah, if you look up, I think Pacific Islanders are from the tribe of Naphtali.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go back to explain the story and we'll eventually get into that. So there was, so the original Jews that are in Jerusalem now, they're converts, lad. So the original ones back in 67 to 70 AD, there was the first Jewish revolt. So that was when the Romans were occupying the land. There was a lot of ethnic tension in Jerusalem. And something happened where they took something from one of the temples, they took money or some shit, and the war happened. I think 1.1 million civilians were killed, 97,000 people were captured.
Wow.
So the tribe that they say that the black Americans come from, this is what that emasculation behind black men, because they're the black people, the Negroes in particular, not normal Africans, so they're from the tribe of Judah. That's Jesus' line.
I said the Negroes and Africans are different?
Totally different. They're way different. And the colonizers at the time, they knew who they were. So that war happened. After 97,000 were captured, they fled. Whoever was left of them fled into Africa. So there's I think it's southern or western Africa. The top was called Negro Land. It was named after them. So they fled into Africa, and then they migrated down and made the kingdom of Judah. It was at the slave coast of Guinea, the bottom of Guinea. So I think it was Denmark, Holland, and I don't know if it was Britain. They divided up the land and named it after. There was the Ivory Coast where they mined ivory from, the Gold Coast, and the Slave Coast is where the tribe of Judah was. So that was the original kingdom of Judah. So if you trace it back, so it was taken out of, so all the maps that were before 1747 has the actual, like it's got the actually Negro line. Put it up on the screen when they see it.
Okay.
So it's different to the map now?
It's totally different. They've taken it out. Like
how much can you trust these maps, lad?
A lot, because the colonizers took it out. Like they say it's a misinterpretation of the Bible, and it's not really a thing, but it's really a thing when you trace back. If you go back to the lineage of, like, just go back into the Bible, you can see it's relevant there.
I feel like just people just tend to rewrite history however they feel, however they please. Every map is different or wrong or this or that. There's like 800 different maps.
So 747, I think Negro land was wiped off it, and 1747, 1771, they've changed it. They've totally changed it. Yeah, so there's a kingdom of Judah. That's where Jesus people. So that's the, you know, with Kanye West when he was talking about the 12 tribes of Judah. So they're really saying that they say that that's Jesus people.
Kanye is a visionary.
So the actual Jews, so you know the actual Jews that were in, you're just having brain farts, eh?
I'm not having a brain, I'm just
crazy.
thinking,
You know
I'm
what?
absorbing your knowledge.
It's a lot of information.
You know what I'm thinking? What I'm thinking, fucking, why I'm baffled, is because I feel like with black people, there's always been a relevance in the Bible with black people, but it's never been mentioned.
There's always it's systemic political agenda behind this. Look at everything they're doing to the blacks, bro.
100%.
Because the part of the, like, every single tribe was a part of something. So we were the hunters. Yeah. Pacific Islanders were the hunters. With Judah, the tribe of Judah were the praisers. That's why they're so influential when it comes to music. Yeah. They've infiltrated. Like they look at their culture. Their black culture is everywhere.
And bro, it makes sense, bro, because the most talented people, there is talented people that aren't black, but the most melanated people are the people that are the most talented. They seem to be running all these record times in the Olympics. They might covering like the most talented in music shows, and bro, they're the most influential people. Yeah,
but the systemic oppression just keeps them down.
Yeah, so there is something. That's what's blown my mind. Because what he's saying is massive, bro. It's going over everyone's head. It's going to go over everyone's head.
It's everything's done intentional. So the original Jews so the Jewish people that are in Jerusalem now, they're not. They're from the Khazari. They're Khazarians. Like. They're from they're from the Caucasus Mountains.
Hey, so the actual Jews aren't white.
No, they left. But they say that the Jewish people left Jerusalem black and came back white.
Hey, this is some deep shit.
Yeah. So the original Jews, they're not. So the Jews that are in Jerusalem there, that are occupying it, they're converts. Back in 70 AD, there was so they're from the Caucasus Mountains in the southern hemisphere of Russia.
Yeah.
So back in 70 AD, there was a king named King Bulan, lad. And they were approached on both fronts by the Christian and the Muslim army. At the time, the Muslim people were called the Serpent People, and the Christians were approaching as well, and they were forcing him to convert. But he didn't want to convert to Islam or Christianity, so he sent emissaries to go to Jerusalem to bring back 2 Talmudic rabbis to come convert his people. After he converted all his people through World War I, they migrated into Europe. They all went all over Europe.
Okay.
So they eventually found their way. After World War II, they spread across Germany and Poland, and then Hitler found them. So Hitler decided to kill all of them and exterminate them.
Because they knew what the war was going to happen? Because they were God's people?
I don't know. I later found these books of sayings that Hitler had, and he was saying that I think he knew who they were.
You know what's crazy? I used to hear conspiracy theories back in the day about Hitler, but they used to call him a drug lord, like a druggie, like he was bad on heroin.
He was.
You know what I mean? And bro, come to think of what he's saying, bro, like fuck. But sort of like, bro, do you believe history? Because, bro, remember there was a book that we got shown, or there was someone that was saying if you wanted to really look at history, you had to date back. There's a certain time, I think it was like 1970 or 18 something. You had to look back if you wanted to study real history. You had to look back at from 1800s backwards, or it was 1940 something or 47 or something. But everything after that, because they've exterminated the past, they've deleted history. That everything after that is like it's null and void. Like it doesn't make it's all bullshit.
So that shit that happened to them after that, after what happened with Hitler, fast forward to 1948, by the help of Britain and the UN, they ended up signing the Buffalo Declaration to give them the land, because they felt like they should inherit it because they're converts, but really because they're Jewish, but really they're converts.
I've seen a lot of reports saying that
when they got sent there, the Palestinians were already occupying the land, but the Palestinians are they're not the original people of Palestine, but they're more Semitic than the Jews that they sent there, the white ones. So they got sent there to occupy the land, and everyone sees, fast forward to all the shit that's happening now, what they're doing to the Palestinian people and what's going on, the back and forth. Everyone, the world's watching it, because the same people that migrated from Khazaria are the bankers. The Rothschilds, all of those types of people. All of those people.
I can't
dropped a big word.
Yeah.
He dropped a big word, lad.
But I don't want to speak much because I don't know much about it.
That goes
heavy duty, bro.
That goes into all the 13 families, the Masonic.
Yeah.
We'll dig into some Masonic shit the next episode. There's too much to go through.
Don't give them next episode. You're just gonna wait, bro. You're just gonna wait there.
So that's
Hey, so those 12 tribes of Israel. What relevance does it have to now?
Like, what do you mean?
Bro, because if they're trying to run out that race, they're trying to exterminate him, obviously there's something behind. Like, there must be some hidden agenda behind doing what they do. Because obviously, bro, I grew up with influence from America. And, bro, looking at it now that I'm older, when I got the mature eyes that I do, the more that I do now, bro, you can see what they're trying to do. Like, they decimate the black man. Bro.
I don't know if
put him in a dress. And
so I don't know if all the 12 tribes of Israel migrated to Africa, but I know the tribe of Judah went there. Naphtali, where the islanders come from, because they say after the war happened in the 12 tribes, a lot of people got captured from there. Yeah. Like I said, 93,000, and a lot of our history was lost. Yeah. That's why with islanders, we think that we came from a fucking guy that threw a rock in the ocean, pulled out the you know what I mean?
The Maori fucking
so the Naphtali, after we had a war with the Assyrians, lad, and they killed a lot of us.
Naphtali?
Naphtali. Look, there was a lot of people killed on both fronts, and I don't know how we scattered and ended up in the Pacific, but our history was lost. So with the tribe of Judah, it says in the Bible that they'll be scattered across the earth, all the four corners. Yeah.
And it makes sense because you see a lot of them in France, Europe, like around Europe.
You know how they say God's coming back for specific people? Yeah. Like where Gentiles and accepted, they give them the promise as well. But the actual people are the tribe of Judah. Like.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what religion it is, but you know that fucking comment used to say, only 144,000 will make it home.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
I swear to God, and it sounds like something like that.
But if you look at all through history, how they're taking slaves, look, there was a thing that Hitler said. He goes, when America is going to spin out when they find out that the people that they've been persecuting is God's people. Actually from the tribe of Judah. That's why there's a big thing about you see the blacks, lad. They just, but they say it's because it says in the Bible that they're getting punished because of the sins of their forefathers.
This is a very big question mark for me because I'm not educated.
Yeah, because black people are descendants of Ham, and there was in the Bible where Ham saw Noah naked, and Noah realized what Ham done to him. So he told him, "Well, I'm going to curse you, and your descendants are going to something to do with perpetual slavery." Yeah.
What? So they had to face slavery.
Yeah, huh?
So they had to face slavery.
It's funny because the colonists, it's like they knew that. It's like they read the Bible and then they went and enslaved the black people. But you know, a lot of them, like when they trace it back to Africa, a lot of the Muslim people around, they're the ones that sold them into slavery. Like the people that were in Africa, they knew who they were.
Say that again?
Like the people in Africa knew who God's people were. Like it was there was a big conspiracy because if you go back to Guinea now, you see, I think it's modern day. I forgot what the place is called. It's called Judah, but it's in the African language. It's called Ouida. That's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
So there's remnants of it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why the African people are the most talented people in the world.
Yeah.
Like there's an agenda behind destroying black people.
I've always noticed there's a systemic oppression against them in the States.
Like people talk about the Jews and that thing, but no one knows the history of. This is the history of.
Every time someone stands up, they get killed. Martin Luther King, number one. Number two, Gaddafi.
Yeah.
All right. Every time someone stands up against it, they get shot, they get killed, they get murdered, they get.
Exactly.
What was the political agenda behind killing Gaddafi?
What do you mean?
You know who Gaddafi is?
Yeah.
What he did for his people.
Yeah, because he was trying to change the the foreign exchange from US dollars to no. He was trying to back he was trying to start a new dollar, but he was trying to back it with the natural resources of the country. The same thing they've done to Saddam. Like.
Thank you very much.
Apparently, Saddam was a fucking sick cunt.
He was to his
looking after his people. Even as a Muslim, bro, he looked after Christians.
Bro, you know how he knew. He's a smart gun, lad. He knew the Christian doctrine, lad. So he kept Christians around him, lad.
No way.
All of his
did you see
all his generals were Christian, apparently.
Yeah, they were. Did you see the video of him in the courtroom when they tried to make him sit down? He goes, "I will not sit. Oh, stand up." Sorry, he goes, "I will not stand up. I can hear you from here."
You know, Saddam. I heard Saddam was deeper, bro. Apparently, he knew a Stargate.
Apparently, they say the real war behind there was the Stargate that they used in the Tower of Babel. Lad.
And apparently, he was going to expose that.
Yeah. But even going back
the
to
first,
Gaddafi,
we're going into some deep shit. So the Tower, the first time was the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
Our version of the Tower of Babel is CERN.
Bro, I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, but you know why? So the Tower of Babel was built up. So say they built it up, and they say that they tried to say that it was an actual tower into heaven, but it wasn't. It was high enough for them to. What was it?
It was high enough to penetrate into heaven. So they got to a certain length, and they opened up a gate, and then that's when.
They're saying that's the Stargate that Saddam had in the war. Yeah, the real war was behind that.
That's why they went and knocked him. So then they got to a certain, because apparently back in the Tower of Babel in the Bible times, they got to a certain level, and apparently they penetrated, I think according to the book of Enoch, by second or third heaven, and they could see into heaven, and then God had to fucking close the gates. And then when he confused them and gave them the languages, that's when all the other religions came out.
Damn. Some crazy shit. And
according to whatever language they spoke. And that's when all other religions came out.
So the new version of the Tower of Babel is CERN now because they're trying to open a portal to the other side. Yeah. So CERN's a 17-mile... So it's a 17-mile...
collider.
Yeah, hadron collider.
Yeah.
So a 17-mile hadron collider, and they spin particles of matter. They spin particles of matter. At the speed of light. They say they bullshit and say they're trying to recreate the Big Bang Theory so they can see what happened, but really they're trying to open the portal. Like.
Yeah. Have you seen the machine?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a weapon, bro. It's probably like the size of like 3-4 buses, bro. Long way.
Nah, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, fucking, bro. Probably
it's the size of a small area.
What they're doing, bro, like they're trying to open a portal between. What was this? They say it's Saturn and
So even you know Stephen Hawking, the guy that can't talk. So even he was saying that he goes, "Don't do it. You're going to open the gates of hell," and he's an atheist. Because evil things happen. Because when they spin the particle, what they're doing is they're generating what is it? They're generating dark matter, lad.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're generating dark matter, and so it takes a lot for them to collect. They collected 1 gram of dark matter that they got from the Hadron Collider. They stored it in a university for study, and everyone started getting possessed. That's how bad it is. Yeah, it opens up like it's opening a portal. What they're trying to do is they're trying to open a portal because the original angels that sinned. The 7 negative angels.
Yeah, there's 7 negative and there's 7 positive.
Because in the book of Enoch it says that was he the one in the garden?
I don't know if it was Shimyaza, but he was the leader of the 200 angels, the Watchers. He was their lieutenant. But I don't know if it's Shimyaza.
Yeah, so it says that. So the angels said that they're in a hexagonal prison. In Saturn, when you look at Saturn from the top, it's a hexagon.
Nah.
And they say, Google this shit, like, and they say that CERN is they're trying to connect and contact Shimiyaza and the angels in Saturn and the ones that are in prison down in Shield.
Yeah, those 7, because there's 7 up there and there's ones in Shield.
The 7 are the original ones that showed humans how to make metal, the Bronze Age, gold, everything.
What's Shield?
Shield's under the earth. So it says they're trying to open it, and they've figured out that there's something on the other side. They don't know what it is. They're just trying to open it, and scientists have found out that there's a wall that's stopping what's on the other side from coming through. And they're trying to, and that's the particle that they're trying to weaponize. It's the word of God, because when God said let there be light, it separated everything. Like he let me separate the waters from below to up.
The waters below.
So everyone has to pray that so to get these fucking particles.
So what they're trying to do, they're trying to open the portal. So they've found out that they've gotten. So they figured out there's a wall. It's a veil. The veil that God put there. It's the word of God that separates us from them. So they're trying to weaponize that particle. They call it the God particle. Once they weaponize that, they're gonna make a weapon, because there's a big fashion. Like people understand. Like people were here before. There was a world here before. You know, when Adam and Eve. You know, in the book of Genesis, how they talk about how the earth was null and void. Void in Hebrew, I think it's said it's tohu or bohu. That's the word. But when you find the Hebrew translation of that, it means total chaos, lad.
So was there people before Adam and Eve?
No, it was just total chaos here before. Oh yeah, and we're going into that. I reckon there was people as well outside of the garden.
It was outside of the garden, Brian.
Genesis, you know, the biggest part of the biggest book in the Bible that you should read is Genesis, lad. Genesis 6 in particular, because when you go into the garden and you know what, after Cain killed Abel. So after Cain killed Abel, when he got marked, he had to get marked because Cain was scared in case he got killed when he went. So how is he able to procreate when there's no one else on the earth? He ended up.
But he found the city. But he found the city or built it.
I don't know if he found it or built it, but it's very.
And then he created a whole fucking line under it.
We were the only one made in God's liking in the garden.
I'm so I know I've been quiet, but I'm just trying to.
Everyone thinks.
Who did Cain procreate with? Like, there's no other humans on earth. He killed his brother and he's gone. God banishes him to go leave. They leave the garden to leave.
But there's so many gems in the Old Testament. Everyone thinks it's boring, but that's where the action is. Hollywood has built their fucking platforms of making.
To understand Revelations, you have to read Genesis.
Yeah, bro.
Because if you don't read Genesis, you're just gonna get scared.
Old Testament, bro, it's a fucking it's gone.
It's gone.
There was this fucking dumb cunt who goes on, I think on TikTok, he goes, this is a perfect example of, he goes, 2 coconuts and a Lebo talking about conspiracies they found online on the shorts. I'm like, you fucking dumb cunt. They went past their heads.
Say something about this idea.
Yeah.
We got deep.
This ain't no trust me, bro, knowledge, brother.
Trust me, bro. Source. Trust me, bro. That's crazy.
Look, these guys don't.
Bro, that's intense.
Yeah, everything is biblical. It all adds in. So what they're trying to do there. So look at the Catholic Church. They're preparing. They're part of CERN as well. They're preparing for something that's coming. They're conditioning us. They have the most strongest telescope that looks into space. So I believe there's planets outside of here, but we can't get outside because we're traveling in the firmament. So they're looking at something that's coming. They're preparing us for it. But really, it's the coming of the fucking angels.
It's like
NASA just put out a statement. It was, I don't know if it was NASA or I said on a.
Since the 50s, they've been saying there's a planet coming. Like.
There's a comet coming within 7 years, they said.
Bullshit. We can't be harmed on Earth.
We can't.
It's a narrative they're pushing.
They're hard. The firmament, brother.
So there's nothing coming. That comet is not real.
No, it's all goes into the Project Bluebeam. They're faking the alien invasion. So I fucked up the last time because it was a 3-hour episode, but mine was. But it's the manipulation of biblical artifacts. Phase 1 is the manipulation of biblical artifacts through artificial earthquakes, landslides, all that shit. So there's a thing in Antarctica. It's called, look it up, Google it, HARP Industries, where they control the weather. They've been doing it for ages. Cloud seeding, all of that shit.
Yeah.
So we're at that phase. We're at that phase right now because all these fucking biblical shit's coming up out of nowhere and they're saying, it gives relevance to this. There was a race here before us, all that shit.
Yeah.
We're at level 1.
Okay.
Probably within the next 50, I reckon the next 10, I reckon they'll start making contact with aliens 2030. It'll go all downhill from then. But everything's connected.
People that hear this and might start having heart attacks and what's the point and blah, blah, blah. How do you go on with your life knowing that all this shit's happening in the background? Think of it. So for all the conspiracy theorists that believe what you're saying, what would you say to them to comfort them? Because like, think about it like this.
Buy a Bible, read it.
Yeah?
Look for the truth. The truth will set you free, bro, and the truth will give you comfort.
Yeah.
Sometimes when
everything's back into religion, lad. And this is the end times is going to be where it separates people, lad. You got people that say the Bible's corrupt. You say the people that the Bible's not contradicting. Like,
the only people it'll ever scare is the people that don't know their position in life.
Religion.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing. Like they got nothing, no morals or principles, or even an atheist will have more of a backbone than someone that doesn't have no belief at all or know where they stand.
With all the shit that I knew from back in the day, or anything we look into, everything leads back to the Bible, lad.
Yeah. And that's
So
not
your
true. That's
advice
an
to
unbiased. That's an unbiased opinion as well.
Yeah, of course.
Everything leads back to the Bible, lad. Everything.
So your advice to the people that might get scared from topics like this is go back to your religion.
So the Bible is 80% faith, 10% submission, and 10% conviction. So you won't get the conviction unless you have the submission part. So a lot of people will sit there and say the Bible's contradicting, but it's not. You need to have faith, submission, and through your submission you'll get conviction to be able to open your eyes to see that the Bible isn't contradicting itself. So you get a lot of people that will read at surface level and they won't get it. That made sense.
What version of the Bible do you read?
You're standing King James.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the King James that
KJV.
that fucked or killed his own mother. That's a different one.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of them say that. Yeah,
Bro, you know how much shit is against Christianity, bro?
that's what I mean. With Christianity, you can't read it and be like, yeah, believe it. You have to have faith in it, lad. If you don't, you're never going to see it. You're going to see it for what it is, and that's it.
You got to be a critical
That's what
thinker.
submission is. You got to submit. You submit, and you can receive the conviction from. But
That's a whole nother topic.
yeah, there's a whole other topic.
It's a topic we don't really touch on, really.
Yeah. We'll eventually go into it
Hard.
Yeah.
because we can have open
Slowly
discussions
but
with
100%.
our Muslim brother without us arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. But I have a lot of respect for Christians.
Open dialogue, baby.
I see the Christians as my brothers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason for there to be a divide. For there to be a divide means that the elites win.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we stood together, they can't do shit.
At the end of the day, everyone's going to be held accountable by themselves when they stand in front of the God, like stand in front of God. Like.
Correct.
Just got to make sure you're way that.
So there's no point in
wrong
sitting there
is
trying to prove people's fucking.
Hard. Just stick to your stuff.
Like if you bring religion to me and you want to debate about it, yeah, I'll rip your asshole.
You better be
We'll
ready
talk about
for a
yeah,
debate.
hard.
But when you come with respect, it's a
Yeah.
conversation.
When you want to talk,
Yeah. There's
have a
some people
discussion.
that come to me and they try to talk that way. They're like, fuck, you don't want this, bro.
I always shut it down,
I'm like,
bro.
bro, I'm like, fuck, bro, just leave it, bro, because it's a subject, bro, that's very like touchy. And if you hit him with the truth, but they don't like it.
Yeah, bro.
They do not like it, but it irks him the wrong way.
But what would you consider the truth? Like, there's no 100% concrete proof.
Yeah.
Truth
Of what?
of anything.
It depends what you look for. If you look for historical evidence, Jesus is the most
not
talked about.
Yeah.
There's historical facts and evidence about
My
it.
point is that you cannot say with 100% certainty, definitively prove that your religion is correct. Because if
Look
you could, everyone would be that religion.
Look at that's where it goes into faith and free will of God.
This is my point. You can't say to someone 1000% this is the truth.
But there's more proof out in do your research.
I'm not taking out of your religion or
but
my
there
religion.
is so much shit.
I'm
like
saying you can't unless you bring the people to God and show them and make him meet them. Then you can have 100% proof.
But then that goes all across the board. How do you know that your religion is true?
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm
if you
saying
can
to
go,
you.
but if you compare historical evidence, tangible evidence of who was here, you can find there's a fucking
me saying that is not to take away from Christianity. Me saying that is to say.
Oh, you're just asking in general.
No, I'm saying it's not to take away from Christianity.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The confusion of people.
Yeah. Now my point is, why the fuck would you come to me and try to convert me to a different religion when you can't show me this is correct and this is incorrect? You do you and I'll do me. And that's always how I've been. I can't stand when people come try to shove their religion down my
If you're
throat.
earnestly looking, bro, you will earnestly find it. Right? That's my biggest advice.
That's my point. Because I wasn't saying prove it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's why I don't like religious debates. Because you can't. I can't give
Because
you.
it's not an open discussion. It's not an open discussion. It's always emotional.
Exactly.
Because when it comes to belief, people don't know how to.
Apologetics and shit, bro. It's a bit full on, bro. But sometimes, man, some people.
I just can't stand it because I'm not educated enough, even on my own religion.
I'd never put you in that position.
I know.
Yeah.
But even in my own religion, I'm not educated enough to a point where I can debate.
To stand,
number one.
To stand.
Number two, imagine I misrepresent a fact in my own religion. to someone, and then they take that as truth.
Oh, lad, you'll be a meme. Like.
That is no, fuck the memes. I don't give a shit about all these motherfuckers. I'm talking religion now. This is serious shit. I will now be misrepresenting a religion, right?
Yeah.
Which is a sin higher than in your religion. Isn't misrepresentation of facts, of religious facts, a higher sin than murder?
Just debating with our egos.
Yeah.
it's like.
But wouldn't you say like straying them from the path
Yeah.
with incorrect facts is a very big sin in your religion, is it not?
Is it?
100%.
I heard Josh telling me this. He was telling me people that stray from the path of Jesus
Yeah.
is a higher sin than murder, something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean misleading the herd? Yeah. That's
So,
like,
so now,
the people that do that get judged way. Like
there you go.
teachers, pastors, and they get judged way
There you go.
more
So
than.
now
It's a form of
think to yourself for a second. Think, if I give you a fact that's incorrect and now you go worshipping a false idol.
Yeah,
for
you'll be
example,
held accountable for it.
My point,
Yeah.
which is why I never, ever, ever, I leave it to the debaters and the scholars and whatever they want to do. If they want to do that, they can do that.
Yeah, hard.
Religion has always been for me a personal connection between you and God.
Yeah.
And it's between you and God, and it should stay that way.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come asking questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my knowledge.
At the end of the
That's
day, there's a time and place for it. Like.
of course,
Yeah.
of course,
If my mission is to go out and try to save people, your approach would be different.
of course.
But if you're just having the open dialogue, lad.
Open dialogue's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never been educated enough to do it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But there's a deep wormhole, lad.
Yeah,
If there's
we can
anything
go
you
for
want us to
hours.
get into or explain more about, just message the Health and Wealth page or smash the comment section.
Drop
Yeah,
a
put it in
comment
the
man.
comments.
Drop a
Yeah.
comment. We'll be reading them.
Yeah, we'll read them,
So
bro.
we're sitting there reading all of them.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to cover?
Nothing.
I don't
bro.
think we have the fucking gas tank.
Yeah, go. Hey Mo, run us through our sponsors before we shut it off.
Shout out Project Gains Apparel. Use code GMP10 at checkout for 10% off your order. And the light died. Fuck. 10% of... No, all the revenue from that code will go to charity as well that the boys are going to run. I'm not going to talk about it because they like to do their charity behind closed doors like real men, not like influencers. Shout
Bars,
out.
nigga, bars. Luco and your dog.
Shout out to Abra's Barbecue House for always feeding me and anyone I take there.
Hey, you gotta
Appreciate
have this
yous.
fucking bad burger, bro. Hey, you know that burger, brother?
Yeah, we're trying that tomorrow.
You know that Big Mac burger?
Yeah,
we're
Hey,
trying
Abra,
to-
you're a
It's called the
machine,
King
brother.
Abra,
I
like.
swear, I fucking love you. Yeah,
What
the
up,
King Abra. It's an animal.
Yeah, we're trying
What I
that
said
tomorrow.
about you before was just a dig because we're mates. Relax.
Allah, he
it's
said
not
you're
that
gullible. Nah, joking, lad, bro. We love you.
Yeah, hard.
deep. Stay tuned. Drop a comment, like, subscribe.
So we've got a special guest on the next episode. Stay tuned for the episode. Like, if you love us, you'll go hit the link, subscribe. Show us love in the comment section.
right.
Follow the boys' pages if you haven't, and all you haters that are non-subscribers, we'll be checking the analytics, bro.
brother,
Give it the go.
subscribe.
Oh,
Seriously, cuz.
Don't worry, they'll get there. Oh yeah, take it.
Pussies.
Oh yeah, take it. See you next week.
Yeah.